question.
Say what?
What are you gonna play?
Kakarot?
I'm looking at my classwork.
Alright.
Want to get her call so Tutu can get her call back.
Yeah. What kind of color she need? What kind of color is that?
Oh, Lord.
I got that from Walmart. Wow.
Hey,
Hold on.
Walmart.
Hold on. Corey.
Bro, I was gonna take away my
Oh my god.
real quick.
Alright, stream, I am so sorry about that. I apologize about that. We're still
Who
fixing up.
busted nuts on the show?
We're still fixing the audio in the stream, so sorry about that.
Bro, who busted nuts in the stream?
Bro, what is that? Oh my god.
I feel very
If he-
unsafe.
Bro, I need that to happen again.
I thought I was getting hacked or something, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come I'm not getting notifications about the tweet from Future Prospects Twitter page?
Some people barely use it. So, that's right, no.
Sound like shots fired.
Oh, y'all haven't tweeted it out yet, that's why.
Yeah.
Sound like shots fired.
Okay, the tweet is. I mean, not the tweet, the videos.
Hey, I'm gonna make a playlist.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
For like music that you like and for the streams.
Yeah, just add some change to it.
Yeah.
Might say Cougars.
I like this
This
playlist.
track getting funky, yo.
Let's get funky. Alright, and
Yeah, Corey's gone, just to let you know. Before you say, and we have games logic. Nothing.
alright, he'll be back later, so we'll give him
Yeah.
time. Alright, y'all should have gotten the tweet now.
Cool.
Y'all got it?
I'm fully sure.
Yeah,
I did.
Cool.
me too.
Alright, y'all ready?
No.
No. What's wrong?
Yeah.
He always say that too.
Alright. How does the music sound in the stream? Is it loud enough?
Just-
I wanna just turn that on. Alright, so alright, let's get started, shall we? What's good, everyone? Caligo45 here, your host, and we have welcome to our 22nd live stream. Today we'll be talking about a lot of topics and also one recent news that just came out today. We'll go into further detail in a few minutes. But joining me today we have Zatro Enigma Zero.
What's cracking?
We got B-Man the Killer.
What's good, guys? It's your boy B-Man, the fucking killer.
We
Oh
have
goddamn!
we have Electric Razor.
Oh,
We have
That's anticlimactic.
yeah, that was very anticlimactic. We have Aunt G's.
My name is Eminem. You don't give me Eminem.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
what the fuck? Okay.
So yeah, and we have other people that'll be probably joining us later on in the stream. But let's just get straight to the point and let's talk about the very unfortunate news of Kobe Bryant, who was recently killed in a helicopter crash. So let's just take just a few seconds to just stay silent for just a couple of seconds.
Oh.
Alright, and we're back. So, as I mentioned, Kobe Bryant, he was killed in a helicopter crash, and this news is still being updated to all of us. So, If we're still talking about this discussion, we'll be keeping you guys updated on this. So, how y'all? I know everyone is feeling
everything compiled between screenshots and the LA. Which, by the way, if anybody does not know, the Los Angeles Times newspaper website has taken down their paywall so that way you can read any articles involving the Kobe Bryant situation. So read what you can and screenshot what you can, motherfuckers, because I guarantee you they're going to be cleaning this shit up by Monday.
Yep.
It's just tomorrow.
Because it's a really ugly ass situation right now. It's really fucked up how not even 24 hours after LeBron James gets announced to have surpassed Kobe Bryant in scoring of all time in the NBA, and he playing for the Lakers, Kobe and apparently his oldest daughter come up dead.
Yeah, unfortunate, very unfortunate news. But were any of you? I know, well not I know, but how many of you were Kobe fans growing up?
Shit, me.
That was my favorite player on my favorite team. Like first ahead of Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. Shaq and Kobe, they're like one of my favorite basketball duos. Shaq is my favorite center, but I was very distraught when I heard about this news. I was literally like talking with you guys, and I got a tweet from Ed Boon saying, "Oh my God, Kobe," and I didn't really think of it at first because I was just like, okay.
Bro, my notifications was literally just people saying they were heartbroken, but they wouldn't even say what the fuck was going on.
Right.
And then Twitter crashed, like you couldn't even see the trending page. You couldn't try to search nothing or do nothing. Kobe Bryant's Wikipedia page was literally down. Like all it was just code, the fucking source code. You couldn't even pull it up. Like shit was just so messy when this shit got announced, and it's just like, what the fuck? Because that dude, he's only 41, and apparently he never got a new helicopter. He's been in the same helicopter since 1991.
You gotta do it sometimes.
What'd you say, man?
I said, oh hell no, I wouldn't be in no damn helicopter that damn long. I'm like, look, y'all need to do maintenance.
That's a 30-year-old helicopter, bro.
Boy, I would
Why
get
are
it.
you?
We in
I know, that's
2020.
what I'm
think
saying.
we
I
should be
don't
upgraded.
understand. Even, okay, so here's the thing about being that type of rich and when you buy things like that. You have to pay a little thing called luxury taxes and property tax. You have to pay taxes on everything that you own. But at what point do you not say, okay, this helicopter is kind of old, I want a new one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's real dangerous. And it's like, how did none of his advisors, how did nobody close to him, like, I was just hoping that they would say that that wasn't his helicopter. That somebody made him get into a helicopter that fucking old. But he's had the same helicopter for 30 years. No. And then there's reports coming out, people saying that they saw the helicopter struggling in the air and you could hear it, like the and then it fucking fell into the fog and fucking exploded and shit. And it's just like,
It's sad.
Kobe had elephant dollars. There was no such thing as he couldn't afford a new helicopter.
How long has Kobe been retired?
Kobe's only been retired this would have been his 4th year in retirement.
4th year.
Oh.
This would have been his 4th year had he made it to the end of the season, to the end of the NBA season. Because he finished his full season with the Lakers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did. He played all of his years with the Lakers. Man.
Yeah, well, he started with the Charlotte Hornets, then he went to the Lakers.
Okay, thank you for the information. Yeah.
What I'd say is, even though I wasn't the biggest basketball fan, I can respect Kobe Bryant for like what he did. And plus, back on the helicopter thing, he could have kept that as a souvenir instead of flying it. Since that, if I'm not mistaken, y'all said 1991, right? When he had that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1991. We in 2020. You could have had like another helicopter or something, but I'm not gonna judge him on what to do with his money.
But that's a real irresponsible thing to do, man. That's dangerous.
Especially having your daughter with you like that too, with an old machinery and tech like that.
And that's in the air. It's not like having a car from 1991. That's completely different, man. Birds don't last that long. That's why not the TSA, but the National Airline Association or whatever the fuck it's called. That's why they're retiring so many Boeings, so many commercial airlines. There's a whole like 5 series of them where they say last year they're not making no more, and they're not gonna be in production. They going to the air. They going to the plane. They're going to the airplane graveyard. All of them. Because they're old. There's no maintaining them because they're like, we don't want to risk this bitch being in the air and the engine stops. Because if the engine stops, you're fucked. They have not made it to the point to where helicopters have, helicopters or planes have a backup mode to where they can just hover in the air like a freaking paper plane without power. They're gonna crash. So it's like that coming out, like that's gonna be the big question. People are gonna ask, why was he flying in a plane that old? Like people are gonna ask that. Why was he flying in a plane that old? Why did no one advise him to get a new one? Why did whoever he got the plane from not tell him, look, your plane is old, you need a new one. Your bird is old, you need a new one. And they're reporting that it's never had any issues before. Damn that.
And wasn't it just announced that LeBron James surpassed Kobe in scoring?
Yeah, literally last night, not even 24 hours ago. So that had people shook up too. It's like, damn. You can only imagine how LeBron feels. Just imagine you're in the middle of the game. And people are telling you, yo, congrats, you surpassed Kobe. And you go home and stuff. And you wake up the next day and your timeline is just, oh, Kobe's dead. It's gotta fucking hurt, man. And then apparently his daughter was in there too, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Tragic. Can y'all like remember like last time you've been this devastated about like a tragic accident?
Yeah, when Michael Jackson died.
When X died.
Yeah.
X's
What was
death
the
was
question?
different from this though.
Can y'all remember the last time you've been upset about a major death or like a major accident?
Yeah, when Michael Jackson died.
X.
How did MJ die?
Michael Jackson had a history of being on painkillers and a whole bunch of other stuff because, okay, so it all started with, y'all probably don't know about this. A lot of people probably don't remember, but Michael Jackson was doing a commercial for Pepsi back in the day. And the pyrotechnics set it on fire to the point to where he had 2nd-degree burns, and that's the reason that he had to get a nose job. Now, his burns and stuff was so bad that he was still having pains in his head his whole fucking life. And also, his vitiligo didn't help either because he had a really bad skin problem. So because of that, he was on really strong pain medication. Now, add that on top of the child molester accusations and all this other shit, he got real stressed out to where he became addicted to pain medication. His physician did not help him control. He never went to rehab for it or anything. Nobody really helped him control his addiction to it. So he gave him all this shit, not really giving a fuck about him. And there's one particular painkiller that you have to take oxygen if you want it, because if you take it and you go to sleep, you can stop breathing because it fucks with your airways. He took that shit and he OD'd and he stopped breathing and they called 911 and they couldn't resuscitate him and he fucking died. That's why that physician got marked with, because they're like, you knew better. You knew he needed oxygen. You knew that this was too high of a dosage. Like when they released I remember that shit. It was in a goddamn magazine when I was at Walmart, and it wasn't the Inquirer. It was Time magazine. It said the list of medications that Michael Jackson was on. All it said, it was painkiller, antidepressant, painkiller. He was on like 15 different medications. You ain't supposed to be on all that shit at once.
Right.
And it's like, with somebody with as much money and influence as Michael Jackson, granted he was in a form of debt, but just his weight alone, like, ain't no way in the world that physician was supposed to do that to him. You knew better, and you killed that man. Which was real fucked up because Mike didn't show no signs of being sick. The only thing that people were saying was that Mike was looking real skinny. Because the shit just came out of nowhere. He had just announced his This Is It tour. He was going on one last tour and then retire. And within like the first month of him announcing that tour, his tickets got sold out for like major cities and shit. So that's why I say that the Michael Jackson one was the second most devastating one, because it didn't just impact fans, but it impacted the music industry, the fucking rock and roll industry, like just the fucking socialites, like everybody. Like everybody knew who Michael Jackson was, even if you never heard his song, just like Kobe Bryant. You ain't have to watch basketball to know who the fuck Kobe Bryant is. He's the second best player in history other than Michael Jordan, depending on who you had. There's different generations and that's subject to subjective. But he let the stats do the talking for him. He played 81 games a year up until what, like 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, it was just like sports fans, just fucking everybody is just kind of like dumbstruck right now, because he died before he even got to be inducted into the fucking Hall of Fame.
Alright.
And it's not to say that would make it even any better, because loss is loss, and it's never any, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, he's in this, is better. There's never really a positive side to loss. Because this is like, black people as a whole that lost something, because, you know, after Jordan retired, you had Kobe, and then, you know, granted, LeBron is a great player and everything, but it's just, LeBron's not Kobe. There's just something about Kobe that people love. I don't know if it was just his fucking magnetic ass personality, or the fact that, you know, he never really did anything to anybody. And niggas can try to bring up the sexual allegations and shit they want to. Guess what? He got off. He was innocent. They dropped the charges. Shut the fuck up.
They don't ever want to let a black man activist by their name for.
Say that one more time. You kind of cutting in and
Yeah, we put it.
But the last celebrity death that affected me was
Hold on.
X. I didn't really get affected by MJ because I was 5. I didn't really know about nothing. So.
Oh yeah, Bernie Mac too. That one hit people hard.
Well, I was gonna say John Witherspoon, but I don't think they had a big impact.
John Witherspoon, yeah, we can hear you now. John Witherspoon had an impact, but it was more like a rippling effect. Like John Witherspoon's not Michael Jackson or Kobe Bryant, but he was also in his own special league, to where it's like, you know, he played the pops in so many dang movies and everything, and like just like his character and personality alone, it's like everybody knew who he was, but it hit different and like more of like a household name type thing, whereas Kobe was like a global name.
Uh-huh.
So it's like those two things hit different. But I mean, loss is loss no matter the scale. But still, this is just like on some what the fuckery. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't that affected by John Witherspoon because like it was around his time or something like that, wasn't it? He was like
77 hours.
yeah, but here's the thing. The thing with John Witherspoon that got people so fucked up is that he had just did an interview on a radio station like a week before he died. He wasn't sickly or nothing. He was still moving around and working and everything, and then he just dropped dead.
Yep.
And then before that, he was in on one of J.D. Witherspoon's YouTube videos. He was always in YouTube videos. He had just did Cooking for Poor People on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He was very active for an old person. So it's like for him to
That's what I'm
just
saying.
drop
It
like
was
that,
still
niggas was like,
affected,
what?
but it just wasn't as because you know it was just a little less tragic than like X and all these people that are getting shot that got like barely any life that they lived, and they had a lot.
Yeah, but the difference between that is that So here's the difference between that and y'all and the new generation of artists who was dropping off like flies. They had their demons. Juice WRLD, at the end of the day, was an addict, and nobody seemed to care about him enough to get him some help. That could have been prevented.
Yeah.
XXX Tentacion had his demons that unfortunately caught up with him, and then that shit happened. Had he been around people who actually cared about him, he could have had protection or something. Like, he might not have even been there that day. He probably could have been at home dealing with his girl and his child, like trying to make amends with that instead of out trying to buy a fucking motorcycle.
Yeah.
And it's like, with you, with your status, why are you out in the middle of Miami, midday, in a shady ass neighborhood where that motorcycle place is? Because that was not a good neighborhood at all.
Yeah.
By yourself with no protection. That's really bad decision making.
Cosmo.
What's up, Cosmic? How you doing, bro?
Terrible.
Yeah, I understand how you feel. We're talking about Kobe right now. Anything you have to say about Kobe? Like, what was your reaction here about the news?
I thought it was fake, and it wasn't.
You thought it was fake?
Yeah.
I think we all want to think it was fake,
But
man. Because it was just
Naturally,
like,
if you use that logic, wouldn't that equal the Kobe situation since they both quote unquote made bad decisions?
Kobe had a lapse of judgment too. But it's like, the thing with Kobe is that Kobe is such a smart, he was such a smart man. It pays you to think, why were you in a 30-year-old helicopter? Kobe was not stupid at all. Kobe didn't do nothing to nobody. Kobe had one of the least scandalous careers out of majority of modern day celebrities. He only had one accusation at one time. That was it. He's always been person to make good decisions or seek advisors or get a second opinion on something. So it's like, for this to happen, it's really just like, where did the fucking lapse of judgment occur to where you're in a 30-year-old helicopter? If you have a car for 30 years, the bitch is gonna break down. Helicopters are the same way because it's machinery. So what the fuck happened? That's where, I guarantee you, come next week, that's gonna be the question that everybody's gonna ask. Who fucked up? Who told him that it was okay to be in a 30-year-old helicopter? And that's gonna be the person that's gonna take the fall for this.
Yep.
Because who told him that shit was okay? Celebrities trade in their yachts and cars and everything all the fucking time because the shit gets old. You don't see, and even celebrities who collect these cars from 1965, 1973, they're not driving them. And when they do, they just take it for a stroll. They ain't taking that bitch on a road trip. Because it's an old-ass car. Classic or not, it's still old. So it's like, where the fuck did the lapse go wrong? Because it's just like how Electric said, it's 2020. If you ever look up Kobe Bryant's net worth, you could have afforded 100 helicopters and it wouldn't have really been shit.
Like I said earlier, sure, he could have had that as like a souvenir, but he didn't have to use it. If he knew that it was 30 years old, why is he using it at
Somebody had to have told him that it was perfectly safe.
Or that
Somebody had to have told, somebody that Kobe absolutely trusted had to have told him that it was okay to have a helicopter that long. And when you trust somebody like that, you're not going to question.
Yeah. Core.
Yeah. Anything else y'all want to say about Kobe?
Yeah, what was your favorite Kobe moment?
My favorite Kobe moment.
I have one. I'm not a huge fan of basketball.
I mean, I would say
That
probably.
winning shot when he got his 5th ring.
Hmm.
I think so. 5th ring without Shaq, because everybody's talking about Kobe can't do it without Shaq.
Then
And
he
Kobe
made
versus that,
fucking jump shot.
he played that broken, not even broken. They're just really good. That Celtics team game, the 3rd round, final round. You know, they lost, and that was pretty much it. And that's Kobe's last ring, and he showed everybody he was a hater wrong.
Yeah, I remember that game. He shot 9 threes in a row during the 4th quarter and won.
Yep.
Lakers was down by 30. And it was only like 5 minutes left, and that nigga popped 9 threes, all from the same fucking corner. He just kept it up. Niggas like, oh shit.
This nigga Kobe, bro. Oh my god.
So crazy.
And let's not forget about that 81-point game, 2004.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the year Derrick Rose made MVP and Kobe was trying to recruit him, but they locked him into a contract with the Bulls.
Yep. They're trying to get.
They don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about the fact that Kobe, those reports, Kobe went on a vacation to Chicago because he wanted Derrick Rose. He needed a point guard to get that 6th ring, and he knew it. And he wanted Derrick Rose. And the Bulls locked him to that shitty-ass contract.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care what you say. If he had got Derrick Rose, the league would be completely different right now.
We would probably have 6 rings.
Because one thing about Derrick Rose, and this is one of the things that like breaks my heart, Derrick Rose didn't really have any like high caliber veteran players to work with.
Nope, he had no help.
And that's where I feel like his craft suffered at, because the Bulls, who the fuck did the Bulls have? Motherfucking Roll Taj Gibson, Joakim Noah.
Nate Robinson, Carlos Boozer.
Nate Robinson was good, but here's the thing with me with Taj, right? Taj was inconsistent as fuck with the rebound.
Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah too? Joakim Noah with the goddamn... He was terrible on the inside. I don't understand why the Bulls didn't trade his ass sooner.
He was okay. He wasn't terrible. He was
Have you seen his free throw shot? His free throw shot made me cringe every time.
Not a lot of big niggas shoot free throw.
No, but his free throw was just...
He was just really good with the rebound. That's all really he was really known for.
Yeah, he was a rebound.
He was good on. He was really good at rebound.
Defense was alright.
But his finishing, like, he would have to rebound it and then pass it back out. His finishing ability was very lackluster. That's one of the things that pissed me off about the Bulls. That's why when them rumors were saying that Kobe wanted Derrick Rose, I wanted Derrick Rose to go to LA. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a Bulls fan, but it's like, if I had to choose between Derrick Rose suffering with the Bulls or going over to LA and working with Kobe and just becoming a whole new different tier of player, I'd pick that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
And then y'all remember when Pau Gasol, they was like spread rumors saying that Pau Gasol left the Lakers and he handled that shit with grace. He was like, my brother can go wherever he wants. He's established himself.
Oh yeah. Because he was playing for the Bulls for a minute too.
Yeah. Y'all remember when Kobe used to mess with Metta World Peace?
Yep.
He's like, don't shoot it! And then he shoot it and they go in. Yeah,
And
he used
bro,
to fuck with Metta World Peace.
and that day when Metta World Peace elbowed James Harden. Yo.
When I first heard he changed his name, I was like, bro, shut your dumb ass up.
No, when Metta, he used to make the joke too. He used to say, Coach, what the fuck was that coach's name? I can't remember his name for shit.
The Lakers coach?
Yes, he used to coach the Bulls too.
Yeah,
And then he went over to the Knicks.
Knicks.
Fuck. What is it? No, it's not.
Well,
It's not Phil Jackson.
I'm drawing an
Is
absolute.
it Jackson?
Phil Jackson. Yep. Phil
Yeah, I think
Jackson.
it is. I think it's.
No, it's not Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson is an
Phil.
NBA
No,
player.
Phil. We
No,
said
Phil.
Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson used to fuck with Meta World Peace 2 times. Don't shoot it, pass it to Kobe.
Phil.
But it had like a reverse effect where every time he said that shit, it would go in. That's one of the things about Kobe. The media will always try to talk shit, but didn't nobody in the league have anything bad to say about him. And he was never against anybody playing with him. He even welcomed Nick Young's hard-headed ass.
Yeah.
Remember when Nick, what's his name, Steve Nash, Dwight Howard, and Kobe was a duo, not a duo, trio, and everyone was hyping them up. But then that season, they ended up not being too good. I remember.
Yeah, because Steve Nash ran out of steam. But I always liked Steve Nash. Kobe had always said he wanted to play with Steve Nash too, because that nigga could shoot threes like it wasn't shit.
Hell yeah. I remember he shot a 3 one time. Somebody had busted his nose. I was like, damn, he still made that bitch. I think he was on the Phoenix Suns at the time when he was playing.
He had to be either Phoenix Suns or Dallas.
Yeah, nigga elbowed him in the nose. The shit was leaking, but he had made 3-0.
Real quick, guys. Shaq did tweet out his thoughts about Kobe. He said, "There's no words to express the pain I'm going through with this tragedy of losing my niece Gigi and my brother Kobe Bryant. I love you, and you'll be missed. My condolences goes out to the Bryant family and the families of the other passengers on board. I'm sick right now."
So it is confirmed that his daughter was on the chopper.
Yeah.
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 Oh my god.
That shit is sad, bro.
That's why like the media used to always try to make it seem like Shaq and Kobe had a falling out when it wasn't even really that. It was like, it didn't have something to do with the contracts. Didn't it really have something to do with the contracts? Because the Lakers, because they were both worth so fucking much because of their rings.
I think it was after they lost to Pistons. Kobe was trying to look for a house in Chicago because he wanted to go to the Bulls, and it was like either you give her to Shaq, you give her to Shaq, or you give her to me. And they chose to keep Kobe, and they let Shaq go. So Shaq was
Cosmic, you kind of cutting it out a little bit.
How much did you hear?
A little bit.
Like 80%, but you're saying something about Chicago, and then you cut out.
Okay.
Only
Kobe was looking for a
5%
house.
for me.
Kobe was looking for a house in Chicago because he planned to go to the Bulls, and he went to the Lakers front office and it was like, you either keep me or you keep Shaq, and he let Shaq go, and Shaq went to Houston, and Kobe stayed in LA. But it wasn't anything about a contract or anything. They didn't like each other at the moment because it was after that loss, and yeah.
Well, it wasn't anything like super bad or nothing like how the media tried to make it out to be.
Nah.
Anything else to say about Kobe?
R.I.P. Kobe, you'll be the legend forever.
Yeah.
He's the last player that came, played, retired, and went, who played his whole career with the same fucking team.
Yep.
Niggas thought Kevin Garnett would do it, but he done shipped teams like what, 5 times now? Same with Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo. Like everybody want to switch teams now. It's like Kobe was the last one that had some form of dynasty loyalty. That was one of the things about Kobe. Like he was always like, man.
Do you think there'll be another player to spend the entire career with one team? I think
No.
No.
Not like,
Except maybe Steph Curry, because he's looking like he ain't gonna leave the Golden State Warriors no matter what.
What about Damian Lillard?
Curry.
Do you think Damian Lillard? Damian Lillard, he's the point guard for the Portland Trail Blazers. Do you think he'll stay with them?
Portland Trailblazers get him some backup, sure.
They got a couple of
Callie,
pieces,
was that Android 21?
Hmm?
I saw her face on a quest or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Damn.
So let's see. Damian Lillard, probably Giannis debate. Doing right. He'll stay there for like probably his whole career maybe. Steph Curry, he's already like 32 or something like that, so he's not going anywhere. And yeah, because it's kind of like now, since like LeBron left Cleveland, is like people are now taking their own careers into their own hands, so they don't feel like they're gonna win. They want to leave. So there's gonna be a lot of team hopping in the coming
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, because the stage of basketball now is not what it used to be. What it used to be was, all right, when you get this pick and they're showing potential that they can lead the way, but they need help, you do everything you need to free up some money on that team so that way you can get them the proper backup. These days, they'll give you the most. Man, I swear, I feel like some of these teams, they don't really want a ring. They just want to be relevant.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
That's how I feel like the Bulls were to Derrick Rose, man. Because you should not have been giving Joakim Noah and Taj Gibson all that fucking money. You should have shot their ass. I've been saying it for years. If Derrick Rose had Dwight Howard and fucking before the allegations, motherfucker, you can't tell that.
No. I meant like Dwight Howard. He would be on the Magic, so the Magic they were trying to like lock him in.
In the closet.
No, but here's the thing. His stats, though, say what you want about Dwight Howard. On the court, he's a fucking beast. He averages a double-double in defensive stats. It ain't too many motherfuckers out there that do that. If they ain't got him, and is Chris Paul a shooting guard or no?
Chris Paul?
Chris Paul a two guard?
He's the one.
No.
Derrick Rose needed a two guard. Like before they drafted, what's his name? Who's with Miami now? What's his name? He got a high top.
Jimmy Butler.
Golly.
Yeah, before they got Jimmy Butler.
Shut up.
He got a high top.
People's Cali, huh?
No, but before Jimmy Butler, they never really had a fucking two guard.
Yeah,
Like some people say they could have got the nigga who was a two guard for what's his name? I think he's getting that. The light skinned nigga with the little thing under his lip. I think he played for the Mavericks.
I can't think of his name. Oh, the Mavericks. Damn, I can't think of it right now.
Tall dude?
Two guard. He's light skinned. Monte Ellis.
Monte Ellis. Okay, yeah, Monte Ellis, yeah.
Yeah, niggas say if they got at least just Dwight Howard and Monte Ellis, Derrick Rose could have got a ring. And that's not even that expensive.
Callie, what's the point of this?
Expensive? I don't know.
Callie, why don't you just fly over the water instead of driving?
Something just want to chill.
Kelly, you almost.
What the fuck?
But y'all got anything else before we move on?
I don't know, man. I could sit here and talk about Kobe all day. He had a 20-year.
Oh, you might as well change it to a tribute to Kobe Bryant live stream instead of podcast.
That's what I was originally saying, bro.
We can change the title to that. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch.
That's not. That was a joke, but
Oh.
No.
that was a joke.
I mean, I feel like basketball is
Did
just
they
not
download it?
gonna be the same. I just feel like basketball is not gonna be the same because even though he was retired, everybody always wanted to know: is Kobe Bryant gonna buy the Lakers? Is he gonna become a new coach? What's he gonna do with the Lakers? And now we won't know.
Alright.
Y'all ever heard of strawberry cheesecake?
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, why?
My mom asked me what kind of cake I wanted, and she asked me if I wanted strawberry cheesecake. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I never heard
You
of
don't
that
know
shit
what
before,
cheesecake? It's
bro.
a strawberry flavored cheesecake. It's the
No,
name.
I,
What it is?
I
It's
only
in the
had cherry.
name.
I've never seen strawberry before. But I'm
Look,
glad I
they have
proved that, 'cause that
chocolate.
shit
They
is
have
delicious,
blueberries. They
bro.
have fudge. They have white chocolate.
Hey, the chocolate cheesecake? No, wait a second.
Yes, they have chocolate cheesecake.
Oreo
They even have
cheesecake.
fudge. They have white chocolate. They have
Wow.
Oreo cheesecake.
chocolate nougat. They got a ice
Oh.
cream. They have ice cream cheesecake. They have
Yeah, I've seen the
blueberry.
Oreo before.
They have raspberry cheesecake. They even got blackberry
yeah.
cheesecake.
I'm finna head out.
Bruh.
The only time that strawberry cheesecake was good as fuck, bro.
Callie, what's the
Oh,
next
man.
topic, my brother? What's-
All right, so next topic, let's talk about Robert Downey Jr. So Robert Downey Jr. He was recently interviewed by Joe Rogan, and
Oh, yeah.
Joe Rogan, you're crazy.
and one of the topics was his role in Tropic Thunder. As some of you may not know, he was portraying a black person, and he had blackface.
Black.
And he was giving his thoughts on his
Is it recently?
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's a
interview was
hilarious
recently.
movie. It's a really good movie, honestly.
Yeah. Didn't they bring this up a few years ago? Didn't they bring this up a few years ago when they were bringing up I forget who it was, but it was some celebrity who wanted to try to be Whitney Houston for Halloween. They said you can't do that. That's blackface. And she tried to bring up, okay, what about Robert Downey Jr. being blackface in Tropic Thunder? And then what about the Marlon brothers basically doing whiteface and white chicks? And people had to clarify. There's a difference between comedy and good taste and you just trying to paint your skin brown for Halloween. There's a completely different thing because when that movie came out, didn't nobody get mad about that? It's because of, first off, how it was written and the way it was done.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all remember Tropic Thunder, his character was an Australian person who went through a rigorous surgery to get pigment injections to literally like turn himself black. He didn't just paint his skin. And I know when I watched the movie, I wasn't offended at all. A lot of people didn't even know that was Robert Downey Jr. when the movie came out because they did it so well that it wasn't offensive. It was good. It was done in good taste.
Yeah, and also in the interview, he even mentioned that his black friend said like, "Yo, you did a good job. You did really great in that movie."
Yeah, and then it's like my favorite line in that movie when what's his name? The nigga from Lottery Ticket. The nigga from Lottery Ticket was offering his little cans of booty sweat, and Robert Downey Jr. was like, "Yeah, ass juice. That'll make everybody feel better." Now you want to know who his character reminds me of from that movie? Nick Bone.
Stop it. You stop. Stop. Get out. Get out.
Go back and watch Tropic Thunder and tell me he does not remind you of Nick Bone. What are you saying, fucker, and all that other shit?
Yeah, ass juice. You back sassing.
That'll make everybody feel better.
You back sassing the
No,
Nick
boy.
Bone.
No, he shouldn't regret it, because then nobody... Here's the thing. Ain't nobody been mad about that movie. When the fuck did Tropic Thunder come out?
2008.
12
Ain't nobody
years.
been mad in that movie for 12 years. Ain't nobody been mad about that movie for 12 years. Why are you trying to get mad now?
2020. Everyone needs to get
Let me
some.
tell you something. If he was gonna get in trouble, for that movie, he wouldn't be Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. You just mad because you just mad because Robert Downey Jr. is one of the few celebrities who could play almost any role and not get in trouble for it. It's just like, remember this movie called Four Brothers?
Yeah, I love Ford Brothers.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg got the N-word passed in that movie and didn't nobody get.
Exactly. You know,
Like, it just be basic bitch niggas on Twitter who be mad because they can't do whatever they want.
Believe it or not, Mark Wahlberg is a nigga. That nigga has already been in the goddamn fucking racial draft.
My man been through a
Black
cookout.
delegation requests Eminem. Now that's the deal, man.
and real quick though, I
Whoa,
thought
B-Man, you turned into a Digimon.
Oh shit, really?
I know I'm not the only one that heard that.
No,
I ain't hear nothing.
It sounds fine to me.
Alright, now you sound good, but at
But
first
yeah,
you kinda...
I saw
went
the
sleep.
Breakfast Club's rumor report about his interview, And even before clicking on the title, I'm not the title. Even before clicking on the video, the title read Robert Downey Jr. doesn't regret doing blackface. And reading that, I'm like, are y'all just titling the video that so you can get the clicks, or you just saying that Robert Downey Jr. is wrong?
Charlamagne God did that.
Charlamagne did that? Okay. Makes
Which
sense.
is crazy because when the T.I. situation rolled around, Charlamagne was like, I just see him being a protective father, not being a pervert.
Oh no.
Keep that same energy, motherfucker.
Oh,
That's why he got his ass beat up that one time, and one when he was doing shit, cause he be putting his foot in his mouth too much. Don't get me wrong, he know his shit. I ain't knocking the man don't know his stuff, but he be putting his foot in his mouth too much.
You know what? He still need to keep that promise about 6ix9ine.
Yep.
Cause when he come, everybody
What was
be
his
like,
promise about 6ix9ine?
I'll suck his dick.
That was his
Did
words.
6ix9ine beat his case? I'll suck his dick. He's like, what? Come on.
I mean, this is the same nigga who tried to say that the Kardashians aren't racist because they're associated with so many black penises.
Let alone, let's not remember this man Charlamagne has already been low key been known to be suspect anyway, even though he married with kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so real quick, how many of y'all were actually offended by the blackface, quote unquote blackface, in Tropic Thunder? Were y'all offended by it?
No.
I enjoyed the movie too much.
Right.
They
Black.
did it was done in good taste. I don't get how anybody can be offended.
Why wasn't it done in good taste in your opinion?
I said it was.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, why did you believe it was done in good taste?
Because of the way that they wrote it. It wasn't just he was turning himself. It wasn't just they just put some black foundation on his skin and called it a day. Like, you remember how it was written? It was like the character had to go through a rigorous 12-hour surgery to get pigment injections into his skin, and then also they had shaved his head, and he had to get the fucking curly hair rooted into his head in order for it to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the way it was written, you completely forgot that was Robert Downey Jr.
Right, because even when I saw the Joe Rogan interview, he was kind of like in a, like decisive moment, like he was like, I don't know, because he brought it to his mom. His mom was like, hell no, don't do that. You know, she was scared for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, he talked about his past, about his dad and all that being, his dad used to do acting and stuff. So, he said it would be great to just being in the mindset of a black man, giving their perspective and shit. Like, he was just going into detail about that. And you could tell, like, he was like, he was skeptical about doing it, but he was like, he don't regret doing it. Because I've been a fan of Robert Downey Jr. for a long time. I love his work and shit. And even now, ironically enough,
after he went to prison. Before or after he went to prison?
Both. He was a good actor then, when he was younger.
Robert Downey Jr. is one of the few actors who actually learned a lesson.
And in an interview, he even mentioned how, like, he's doing it out of respect. Like, he actually thought hard about doing this role, because obviously he knows about the history of black people in blackface.
Yeah.
He didn't immediately say, "Yeah, I'll do that." No, he thought long and hard about that.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee if the script didn't write it correctly, he wouldn't have did it.
He wouldn't have. He's a smart dude. That's something like I respect him. And then even now with him being the Dr. Doolittle and shit, everybody was like, some people was like, oh wait, so you just gonna take what the legacy that Eddie Murphy made? Like, no.
Twitter tried to ruin that movie, right?
Yeah, I heard.
They tried to say that.
What ruined it?
Okay, so Eddie Murphy, Dr. Doolittle, Robert Downey Jr. is supposed to be Dr. Doolittle, right? And it's supposed to be like in like the 16 or 1800s or whatever. Okay, the way that Twitter tried to ruin that movie was that they tried to say that the character that Robert Downey Jr. is playing is Eddie Murphy's character's ancestors' slave owners.
What?
And that's where his ability comes from. So it's supposed to be like a fucking dark-ass prequel to the Dr. Doolittle movies that we know and love. And I'm like, don't do that to this movie, bro.
That's just petty as hell.
like, don't fucking bring slavery into this. I don't care how
It's a kid's
much of
movie,
a
man.
possibility that could be. Don't fucking do that.
It's not that deep, guys. Don't do that. It's just a fun
Like, you
it's a
gotta-
fun family movie, man.
But this movie is supposed to be family. It's supposed to be like live action and shit, to where like he's supposed to be like helping save these animals and like send them on a voyage to a safer place or whatever. But it's like, even then, it's like don't do that to this movie. Okay, yes, I get it. 98% of black people come from slave origins, but put Dr. Doolittle, Eddie Murphy into that. Don't fucking ruin that movie for people. It was kind of like one of those ruin your childhood things that the internet likes to do.
Yeah.
Like that. Like how they try to say that Pokemon is a psychological trip for some girl who's in a coma. Like that.
Okay. But have
Alright,
any of you
I'm
seen the
gonna
new
break from
Doolittle
the
movie?
rest of the podcast. So I'll see y'all
No.
later.
Wait, what's
Uh,
that?
I
Electric?
didn't get-
I'm gonna break from the rest of the podcast. I'll see y'all tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
Alright,
eh.
Alright, like thanks for stopping by, bro.
be safe.
But so nobody's seen the Dr. Doolittle movie, the reboot,
No.
or yeah. But do y'all think that we needed this movie?
I mean, I heard it was like a passion project that Robert wanted to do for like a long time. He's on fireman, that freed up his schedule to do other things that he wants to do.
I'm not surprised though, because like I said, he did Sherlock Holmes, so I already figured that the character's gonna suit him anyway. If you've seen the Sherlock Holmes series, which is very good, I can see his character being something like a Dr. Doolittle, since especially it's in that time frame, 1600 or whatever. Kind of, it's not really surprising.
And the Sherlock Holmes series with Benedict Cumberbatch, right?
He did that with Jude Law.
Oh, okay. Wait, the Dr. No, not Dr. Doolittle. The Sherlock Holmes,
That's-
was that the movie?
That's a TV show.
Oh, the
TV
TV
show.
show. Okay. Gotcha.
The Sherlock Holmes movies are very alike too.
They're not
That
that bad.
shows like the diversity that Robert Downey Jr. has as an actor. Because did y'all ever see that movie that he did with Jamie Foxx, where Jamie Foxx supposed to be a homeless schizophrenic and he's supposed to be a journalist trying to find out what happened to him? Like that movie too. Like he can play like so many different roles, and it's just like, I just wish people would just leave. This is my thing, right? Y'all motherfuckers want to try to fuck with Robbie Downey Jr. for a role that he played 12 years ago. But Harvey Weinstein still ain't in jail for all them people he was fucking to try to get in Hollywood.
Yep.
Oh, but we don't talk about that, right?
See how quiet he got? Grape juice, surprise, motherfucker! You think I know about grape juice?
I was just looking at this one topic that I wanted to bring up next.
Okay.
Oh, Cal, is it cool if we talk about how the white rapper get punched for saying the N-word in this battle rap?
The battle rapper? Yeah. Go ahead. You can go ahead and explain it.
Oh, from what I've seen from Blackie Speaks video, this white rapper, I don't know his name whatsoever, but he was rapping and he said, and this is what he said. Hold on. I'll pull it up.
Don't try to play it. Just read it. Gary,
Yeah. That's Ant. Just tell us what he
it's
said.
not gonna play well because YouTube's gonna distort it.
Yeah. Just tell us
Just-
what
He said, I think he said, a white person can't say the N-word, my nigga. And then gets punched by a lot of black people because he's the only white boy.
No, I think he only
around
got
a lot of
sucker
black-
punched. He only got sucker punched by one person, and everybody was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," you know.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you even try it?
Prove a point. I don't know. Yeah,
Not
just
even to
stupid.
prove a point. You just thought you was gonna get away with that shit.
Pretty much.
It's just like how many people to just sit their ass down in 2020 because you do it too goddamn much. It's just like how that when Trump got elected, all them random ass white people was getting up making Nazi signs. They started getting their ass whooped for that shit. I know y'all remember that. Nigga did that shit on the train, like 3 people jumped his ass.
Damn.
And when the police asked what happened, they said he a Nazi. They ain't even go to jail. Cause he had a goddamn swastika tattoo on his chest, which was showing because they ripped the shirt, and then somebody had their phone out. Somebody had their phone out because apparently he had already been arguing with somebody, and he just got up and did the goddamn Nazi shit and started speaking German, and 3 people beat his ass on the train in New York or some shit like that. And when the police came, they did not go to jail because they was like, we don't know what he was about to do. All this mass shooting shit going on around, all this other shit. They was like, we not gonna get shot. They ain't go to jail, but he did for hate speech and intention to spread hate and all this other shit. And there's a lot of people trying to do that shit. The goddamn those fucking college kids down in what was it? It was one of the Carolinas that had them tikis and making Nazi signs at night and shit.
Yeah.
And then they tried to do that march, and then people stood up to them and was like, "No, you're not finna spread hate. Either we finna scrap or you finna sit your ass down." And they tried to ask for police protection, but I don't think police protection should be sent to anybody who's trying to spread hate. Fuck that. Guess what, white people? You cannot say the N-word. Y'all said that shit to us as a derogatory term back in the slave days. You don't get that pass because we use it as a celebratory term to embrace each other. No take back. Fuck you.
Hey, y'all remember what I put a couple days ago? I think yesterday, when the white guy said that we made up the word, so we should instantly say it.
Yeah, I saw that. That's stupid.
No, you made up the hard R, and then you got mad when we used it, switched the hard R with an A or a UH, and turned it into a word for friend.
Nigger, not nigger.
It's just something you don't do.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Why should you be allowed to say, I don't know if y'all know about this, but before Meghan Markle married the Prince of England, one of his sisters was friends with a girl. Philip DeFranco covered this story. One of the princesses was friends with a girl who they were in the car playing doing middle fingers while playing a rap song that was saying the N-word, and they were mouthing the word and doing all this other stuff, and they were like, you might want to be careful because somebody's gonna feel offended. The girl later on went to the bathroom, pulled out her phone, was on Instagram, and was saying the N-word over and over again, talking nigga, 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 nigga. And then the British royal family tweeted, they said, we no longer have any association with her. She is not welcome at the palace, and she has lost all diplomatic immunity.
Oh.
She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't think the repercussions of my actions. And nah, bitch, you lost your clout.
You knew. She thought she was safe.
You lost your clout.
No, she thought she was safe. She wasn't.
So here's the thing. Guess what? It's not just America. If Great Britain don't play that shit, we not gonna play it neither, alright?
Yeah.
And it seems like the only white people that want to try to say the N-word is racist people anyway who think that they can get away with it with some type of validation. They ain't got shit else in their life.
And white people already, some white people are already, stealing black culture, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like how now the only person, now this is one person I will say I don't believe is racist. She annoying, but she not racist. Y'all remember when they was trying to say Ariana Grande was doing black scent?
Yeah.
She wasn't doing black scent. She just got finished. She was being best friends with Nicki Minaj. You be best friends with Nicki Minaj for 2 years and see if you don't come out ghetto as hell. Try to say, I don't need an area. She's talking something because she's in Ville. She's like, that's not Jules. I'm like, okay, she's been hanging out with Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj don't hang out with no ghetto ass people anyway. They're not necessarily bad, but they ghetto. That's just like how if freaking let me think of somebody. If Taylor Swift became best friends with Cardi B,
oh god,
you can't tell me she's not gonna wind up ghetto as hell.
Taylor Swift and Cardi B together. Oof.
Taylor Swift gonna get out that car with cornrows, eating on some hot chips, sweatpants.
She won't have hot Cheetos and Arizonas. That's her
Ain't
daily
nobody
breakfast.
gonna get mad because she been hanging out with Cardi B. That type of behavior is contagious, okay? So it's like, in that case, nah. But I bet you she ain't gonna let Taylor Swift say the N-word.
Mm-hmm. That's the only thing she can't do. She could do anything else besides say that.
Mm-hmm. You know, like, can I say that? No, my nigga, no. Oh,
And-
no.
You cannot. You
Yeah,
cannot.
I
You cannot
can't
say
say-
nigga. Oh,
And I
Down,
can
girl.
say there are some, not all, but there are some Hispanics who do get an N-word pass too. I don't know why, it just is. I heard some Hispanics say the N-word when I was in Florida. I didn't even get mad. I was like, you know what? Shit, the government don't like y'all either. Okay.
Exactly.
Y'all niggas stay getting deported. I remember I saw this one thing. Who is that Mexican comedian who had that TV show for a long ass
George
time?
Lopez.
George Lopez. I think one of my friends had told me when I was in Florida, they said that George Lopez had made a joke after Trump became president. He was talking about making a wall. He was like, so how do you think Mexicans feel about that wall? He's like, oh, we'll get over it. And then he was like, something about, he said, black people, I love y'all, but we're gonna have to borrow that Underground Railroad for a couple of years, okay?
George Lopez, that's my nigga.
That's out of
I'm like,
pocket.
bruh, no. I'm like, you know what, do your thing. They always trying to kick y'all out for no reason anyway.
I ain't even
Because he
mad,
was like,
bro.
he said that, and he's like, you know what happened in Mexico? He said, I'm gonna tell you what happened. He's like, ICE comes in, they take some. I said, oh shit, they got me. Hold my plate, I'll be right back. They got me.
Ain't even mad.
Shit,
Then he
Mexican-
even said, he was like, let Trump. He's like, you know what, Trump, go ahead. Let Mexico pay for that goddamn wall. We gonna have all types of tunnels and railway stations up under that motherfucker.
Yep. And the first people they finna be knocking at is the black folks though. Hey, look, thank us for letting you have the Underground Railroad. We got y'all first class. First class. There you go. We got China. We got Mexican food all over. If y'all hungry, everything, they gonna hook the niggas up.
A lot of things.
I'm like, shit, you ain't helping. Shit, what the tequila at? Get fucked up. I'm finna get towed up from the flow up.
Shit, why you think after Nipsey Hussle died, Snoop Dogg released that song One Blood, One Cuz? And it was freaking Mexicans and Bloods calling a goddamn truce with purple bandanas and shit. Nigga, don't try it. They're the only ones who can get an N-word pass.
Yep. Oh, you want to switch to the next topic?
Yeah. Anyone else got to say about that battle rapper using the N-word?
Nah,
Really miss my nigga.
You
That's
deserve
it.
getting your
That's
ass
a
whooped.
dumbass.
Do it again.
I think he
You gonna
did
get your ass
a,
whooped again.
I think he did an update video talking about something. He got snuck at the thing, snuck at the event, and it wasn't no decided winner, and he felt that it was stupid, so he's not gonna be doing better rap for a while and get himself together. AKA, in other words, bitch, you got knocked the fuck out. You had a reality check. Billy Badass thought he was a gangster, and then he figured out he was good at math. Take your ass in there, do math problems, my nigga.
Let's move on.
You could have said wigger instead.
So let's move
you
on to
said
something
nigga.
funny. So this week, Orlando Brown was at it again.
Oh,
You know how it is with Orlando Brown and his little videos. So,
Isn't he a crackhead?
huh?
I don't even know what this
Isn't he a
one.
crackhead?
he's okay now.
That's a good question. Is he a crackhead?
He don't look okay.
I still remember
He
she was
used to
talking
be.
about some. I remember she was talking about Raven Simone sounding like Ella Fitzgerald. Talking some.
Ooh, yeah.
Nah, it was talking about how Raven.
Nigga sound like goddamn. That nigga was
But
I feel like after that you can't take shit he say seriously. Fuck that.
right. But not only was Orlando Brown was in discussion, but also Nick Cannon, our boy Nick Cannon, was in this little debacle. So
Yeah,
apparently,
that's all. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the deal.
so apparently, Nick Cannon and Orlando Brown supposedly had something going on. According to Orlando Brown, Nick Cannon sucked his dick.
And then Cannon
The
said,
content
I
mix now
wrote
beat
you
this
a
tape."
4-page letter saying I did not suck your dick.
Spit on it.
The timing was crazy because I like how Nick Cannon says that, or says that Eminem sucks dick, but in reality, and then Orlando Brown says that Nick Cannon sucked his. Things ain't adding up, cuz. Thanks.
Hold on a second. Hold on, wait a minute. But no, that's fucking.
But I'm still wondering, is he an actual crackhead or no?
Hey, what's up, Astro?
No, he is. He
We're
did
talking
crack.
about
Yeah, he
Orlando
did.
Brown and Nick Cannon right now.
In that video, he looked pretty okay. You know, it wasn't on the crap.
I like how you stopped for a second and said, okay.
No, he wasn't looking bad. Like he did not.
Did y'all see the video of Orlando Brown in a fucking crack house getting arrested with no shoes?
What? That happened?
Wait, what
Yeah.
now?
Yes,
I
he
said,
was
Cali,
talking about that shit.
Oh shit.
I
We
seen
saw that.
He was
somebody,
hiding in a goddamn closet, and they pulled his ass out the closet and put him in goddamn handcuffs. Asking him, "Do you know that you have a warrant?" And he was saying that he paid his warrant and did all this other shit. And they was like, "When did you do that?" and all this other shit. And at first they was trying to say that he was wrongfully harassed, but then the sheriff department released that he did indeed have a warrant because he didn't show up to his court case. They was like, he didn't do anything. He got arrested for possession of drugs, crack. They let him out because he made bail, he made bond, but he didn't show up to his fucking court case.
It ain't looking too good for him.
That's what it was. They weren't wrongfully harassing him. He did not show up to his fucking court case. And anybody who never been arrested before, you know damn well if you don't show up to that goddamn court case, you gonna get a warrant. The police gonna come to your door.
Exactly.
So do y'all believe these rumors about Nick Cannon sucking Orlando Brown's dick?
Hey man.
I'm sorry, but Nick Cannon got too much shit to do over here. I'm sorry. Let's just see how busy of a man has Nick Cannon been to actually even know who the fuck Orlando Brown is. Wind it back over the past 10 years.
Y'all seen
Started wilding
his
He
response?
became the president of Team Nick. Now, as much of a meme and no respect as Nick Cannon get, he's been a very busy man over the years. He was the host of America's Got Talent. Now he's the host of The Masked Singer. He had been in a couple of movies. He produced a couple of movies. He writes comedy. And the fact that while he was married to Mariah Carey, he was doing interviews left and right. And he did 2 stand-up shows. How the fuck did he have time to go fuck with Orlando Brown? Sounds pretty busy to me.
Yeah. Did y'all see his response on Instagram?
He needed
About
closure
Orlando
after he
Brown.
broke up with Mariah.
He said,
He was
He said
fucking
that-
Chili from TLC.
Uh.
You didn't know that?
Nah.
Came
Wait,
out to
what?
get been fucking Chili.
Who? Nick
Nick
Cannon?
Cannon. He was fucking Chili from TLC.
Oh.
I did not know that.
Oh.
Niggas thought that she was pregnant with his baby, but it was another girl who was pregnant with his baby, and that's when he had Golden.
Interesting.
Off
Yeah, because him and Chili had been hanging out and shit. He was smashing her. Then he was fucking some other bitch. Because at first people thought that, because he had a new baby, people thought that Chili was his baby mama, and he was like, nah, Chili's not my baby mama, it's some other girl. I forget her name.
he was on Take Alley.
I said off topic though, not related to the topic, but seeing Goku, Gohan, and Goten eating the big ass meal, I don't know, it's just it's amazing. It's so amazing to watch.
To the regularly scheduled program.
Exactly. But no, so do you think we should all just believe anything that comes out of Orlando Brown's mouth?
No.
Hell no.
Oh.
So from a few years ago when he talked about that experience with Raven Simone, do you think that was true?
Raven
Hey, what did
Simone
he
is
say?
gay.
Wait, what did he say about Raven Simone?
He tried to say that Raven Simone sucked his dick.
I guess you could say she was seeing the future, but never mind.
Oh my god,
But
shut
nah.
the fuck up.
Alright, so here's the thing, Raven Simone, right? Raven Simone's sexuality has always been in question because she's never been in public with a man. And a couple of years ago, she came out and admitted that she had a girlfriend. Raven Simone's been gay. Or bisexual with a heavy female lean.
Yeah.
Like, she's not gonna touch him. If anything, I'm more inclined to believe that she was kissing up on the redhead girl. Bitch who played Chelsea. Speaking of that,
She did good when I seen her day delivery. I'm like, oh, Chelsea girl, you can get it.
on topic, do y'all know that they gave Raven Simone a spinoff called Raven's Home?
Yeah.
Yeah, with her kids, right?
Yeah, and both her and the redhead girl who played Chelsea are on there. Orlando Brown's not on there because he was talking shit, and he's a crackhead.
Wait, they actually made it already?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's been out
on
for like a year or
TV.
two.
It's still on TV.
It's still on TV?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've been wondering when. I just heard. Last time I heard them talk about when they had to reunion.
It's got 3 seasons, and it's on season 3 right now. It's still going.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, last episode they aired was January 10th. Talking about What About Your Friend?
Orlando was gone, so it's like no.
So how did they written him out of the series?
He's just not there.
So no
The way
mention
it's
of him,
written
or
is that no, it's no
Belong to the
mention.
streets.
The way it's written is that Raven got do y'all remember that crush that Raven had in the original show named Devon? He always act like he ain't want her.
Yeah.
She got married to him in the in-between. And she divorced him. And she lives with Chelsea in Chicago. Now, originally, I remember I saw an episode. It was like she had the house, like, that her family had.
Mm-hmm.
But then apparently she had to move in with Chelsea in like a condo or some shit. And Chelsea has a kid too. She didn't tell her kids about her being psychic because she thought they wouldn't understand. But then it came out that her son inherited the ability too, and she has twins. Now the dude who played Corey, he's not in the show either.
He got a spinoff, Corey in the House, I think. That was around that time.
Yeah, but his show wasn't that good.
Man's having his own game on a DS. That's crazy.
He's the greatest anime of all time.
Did you just call Yin Yang Yo an anime?
I called Corey in the House an anime.
Oh my gosh.
The game's logic ain't here.
Look out.
Whose man's is this?
So it's like no.
Get out before I summon forth a Kamehameha Black Force Energy Blast. Back into the room.
Alright, I'm gonna go. Y'all be safe. So it's like no.
Check it out.
Don't remind me of that show, bro. The only show that was more corny than that was The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Whoa, hey.
It had its moments. Hey, here's the thing.
Whoa.
Early on, it had its moments, but it started getting corny towards the end.
Like end of Sweet Life or On Deck?
On
There's
deck.
two
I
shows.
might be thinking of On Deck, because On Deck, I did not like that one.
Sweet Life on Dick.
I like On Deck because they're more
Exactly.
mature. Because they had a teenage, well, they're more teenagers, like 15, 16-year-olds and stuff like that. So it's like, you know,
No,
yeah.
it was Sweet Life on Deck I didn't like, because both the niggas look like Justin Bieber.
Hey, they can't help that.
Yes, I can. Touch your fucking hand. Not hard.
Get that
Y'all got anything to say about Crackhead Brown?
Nah.
Yeah. He needs to stop talking.
He needs to stop talking,
Yes.
get his life together, so everyone can actually trust him now. Because now it's just like the Boy Who Cried Wolf type of situation. Everything.
Why don't you just get on Modern Family with Betty White and then try to say Betty White sucked his dick? I guarantee you she's gonna be like, no, the fuck I didn't.
I'm too old for this shit, boy.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, let's move on to the next topic. So Vic Mignogna, he's in the news again. He recently did a live stream where he's telling people what's going on, like in depth, and also telling people to whoever's making videos about him, like trying to defend him, just stop, because he doesn't want anybody to get hurt in the process, you know. So in his live stream video, he mentioned several people that kind of ruined his life, people who were snakes and also people who he trusted. And in the interview, he in the live stream, my
You
bad.
say Monica Real.
Yeah, I'm gonna mention
She
that.
said a bunch
So
Thank you.
in the video, he mentioned that the only one that was outspoken about him was Sean Shimo, who many of us know as the voice of Goku and King Kai. Because apparently, behind the scenes of the Dragon Ball series, Sean Shimo doesn't like Vic Mignogna. He hates him, and Sean Shimo expressed that deeply that he doesn't like Vic at all. And now with other people like Monica Real, Jamie Markey, I think that's her name. He really believed that they were his friends, and obviously after a year of this event went down, it comes to show that that was not true. So, what's your thoughts about this live stream and his expression on all the voice actors?
He, from what I seen, which was not a lot, I seen a little bit of it, but it seemed like he was like tired of everybody. Like he wanted to. It seems like he wanted to cry about it, but he just held it in, which make me feel bad about Vic.
Yeah, it's been a
I
tough year
think
for him.
my thing is I actually commend Vic for actually coming out to actually kind of clear the air, because ever since I guess the outcome of with this whole scandal with him, a lot of people were giving this whole stigma like stories, try to make it like everything around him was his fault, and him actually clearing the air and him actually being prepared, because in the beginning he actually says he had notes that he had his thoughts in, and he was just kind of pinpointing everything to a T. And he just basically was venting himself to the people who have supported him, stating that even people who are YouTube, content creators who've been also pursuing this or kind of covering the story, to not do it because he doesn't want his situation burned on nobody else or them being put in harm's way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's very admirable of himself to do that, because it just goes to show that he has a very strong core fan base that still support him despite all the lies and even the truth that's been told. People are still so blind and like, oh, that's just all lies, this, that, and the third. But it's like, you made good points. Like, one day you're fine, you're cool with me, and then months later you flip and say, oh, he did this to me, or this occurrence happened. But it's like, at the end of the day, he mentioned that majority of everyone that was there just was using, they were being friendly to him to the point it benefited them, and then left him to dry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy enough, he started a really big influence even in Funimation, because he even mentioned that people that still work there, knowing that what happened with him not being there, still send him information in regards to how the atmosphere is. So I'm gonna show you that if he's saying this, and he wasn't gonna publicly name anybody or whatever, but if he still got connects and people still giving him the 4-1, come on, man, sit down and actually think. Like, you don't think motherfucker had a personal vendetta against him because he was winning?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody liked him.
Come on, man. Like, everybody in there, I've seen clips where everybody in there was being goofy and having fun and saying stuff and being interactive, and then you wanna call all bloody murder, I'm being touched. Bitch, stop. You mad cause Vic getting his respect, getting his love and admiration from everybody from the success of the Super Broly movie, and you feel some type of way cause don't nobody know your unknown ass cause you did Dragon Ball Z Kai. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And I was on my Funimation strike for a good while. I'll say almost a good year ever since that whole thing started with him and Funimation. But I come to realize, I can still, have my opinion and thoughts about Funimation, how bad the company is with some of their voice actors, and still, purchase their products, Because what matters is like what you say about them and what's the truth behind, closed doors and stuff.
Yeah. But it's crazy though, and even the people that have been covering it, said that if it's not affecting them, they're gonna still continue to pursue it because they taking their diligence out, taking high diligence in their own time to like just covering and actually clarifying because some you can't lie, some of them stuff that they was like the public information in regards to the case was pretty confusing, and it can't get confusing. So we gotta give respect to those two that who are actually going on harm's way, who not getting paid for this, to actually clarify for the fans and shit. Even though they might put them in harm's way, but he don't want to make sure wants to make sure they don't get hurt. But it's like somebody got to do it. You can only do so much.
Yeah. And
he said he was countersuing. I would do the same thing. That's the defamation of character. In the sense they didn't trash his fucking legacy. This is not cool because I've never met Vic, but from seeing interviews and shit like that and how it's been affecting him, and I could be wrong, but like from the looks of it, he looked like he wasn't hard to fly. He looked like he'll be somebody who would really genuinely like give a fuck about you. Be like, you need anything? You want to hang out? You would have a really good time with him and form a really good friendship with him. He really just be checking up on you, see how you doing. Like we don't have that no more.
Yeah, and if
it's like whenever you're done dirty the most too.
And it's like whenever someone is an actual genuine person, I don't know why it's hard for people to believe that, you know.
Oh, you know who he reminds me of? Yo, Callie, you are Vic Mignogna.
You said I'm Vic Mignogna? Wow.
I
wouldn't go that far.
Wow, Callie, you just going around to the girls.
No. Wow. Cosmic. See what you did now?
No, I mean like you were the kind-hearted one. You wouldn't fight nobody.
You should have said that first before you started saying the other stuff.
Hey, Cosmic.
I understand what you meant, but at the same time, come on.
He just gonna do the pat. I guess you're not a boy.
Wow.
Wait a second. You're not a boy.
Where are my panties, Goku? I put them over there. See, you mean I found I didn't have any panties when Master Roshi saw me naked? No. Pass again.
No, but I understand what you meant, but the way you worded that phrase.
Wow. You're our Vic Mignogna. That's wow.
No. You guys know what I meant,
out
right?
Of proportion. I meant personality. You know, you kind of hard. You wouldn't fight nobody. You know, I was watching the video. And he was like, I'm like, yo, he's genuinely for the cry. Like, dang, I'm feeling some type of way right now. Just listen to him talk. That's how you is, nigga. That's you. You Vic. Okay. And I'm Sean Ship. Let me stop. I'm not Sean Ship. He's like, I don't want to be Sean Ship. He talks so much shit about Team 4-Star. It's a parody. You're taking this like so serious.
Funimation tried to take down Team 4-Star because they were getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with having a parody. Everybody makes parodies. You don't see Marvel trying to fucking sue the Wayne Bros for did the Wayne Bros do Scary Movie?
Yeah, the Wayne Bros did Scary Movie 1 and 2.
Yeah, they fucking they had some Marvel like characters. Come on now, parody, whatever. I got off topic. Continue.
Do you ever think that Vic Mignogna will go back into the entertainment business?
Yeah, but not at Funimation.
Now I know not at Funimation. I know that, but I'm saying, like in the future, do you think he'll ever come back to the entertainment business?
I hope so.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, he gotta make a living somehow.
Yeah, because right now he's just doing cons and meeting fans, meet and greets.
Yeah. He got to do something to get by. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he was smart enough to, have money saved up. So I'm pretty sure he's pretty decently well off and shit. But I know his passion. It's probably not about the money. It's his passion, his voice acting, and giving very sincere, just good shit to the fans. Then he been doing this in his business for over 20 years, man. We ain't grew up on this nigga. Like, this man want to act. He want to interact with his fans. He want to show. He want people to feel welcome and feel belong somewhere. For those lost souls that don't know where to go, like he's only one man, but he's trying the best he could in his life to bring joy to other people. But people don't like that because you got haters. I like that he was like all the haters.
Yeah,
and all that.
and he mentioned
He
how
said cloud chasers.
Cloud
And I'm like,
chasers.
oh,
cloud
you saying
chasers.
clout now? Oh, Vic. Dang. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, you saying clout now? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, oh, I said, old man hip. Okay, I respect him. Old man was hip. I said, I mean, respect though. He always had very good. He's always very good with his language though. He's very good at speaking, even under emotional distress
Yep.
and delivering and shit. That's why I like one of my things I like, bro. That's why I feel like if I'd be really shocked if all this was true. I highly doubt that. But like this man is like, it's like a cry out for help because like I don't know what else to do at this point. Like I've given it all I can. People still don't believe me, and it's like that's how you can weave out who's really just the straight dumbasses, and then the motherfuckers that just like they just in it to try to get something to benefit them and shit. You ain't doing it for the cause. You doing it for your own personal vendetta and gain, just so you can be like, oh, I did a good cause, but really it was just for your own personal gain to make money or some shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
Just imagine working for a company and believing as somebody that you thought was a friend, but behind the scenes they were just plotting against you.
Plot or having your favorite beloved anime series that you grew up on, and then knowing behind the scenes they're saying homophobic and fucked up shit, and then have one of their favorite, well, one of your favorite characters. Turns out he's not a very good guy. This was just like a wall coming down upon us all.
Mm-hmm.
And also, and real quick though, even when all this situation was going down, the first person that he texted before, the first person he texted
Was Monica Rial.
was
He
Monica
talked-
Rial because he believed that was his best friend.
Y'all,
What's up?
I'm about to cry.
Wait, why?
The New Orleans Pelicans did a 24-second shot clock violation in honor of Kobe Bryant's number.
Oh man.
I'm about to cry, man. They just stopped the game and everybody just started clapping.
Oh shit, man.
I'm about to cry. I told y'all they don't want to play. I told y'all.
Were they in the fourth quarter?
No, the game just started.
Oh, it just started. Okay. Oh, okay.
And they did it. They said nope.
Damn.
They was like, fuck it.
And Trey Young's wearing number 8.
That's good. Honor the legends.
They was like, man, fuck this basketball.
The Knicks and the Nets did it too.
It's more embarrassing.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah. Cause they was like, man, these motherfuckers really shouldn't have
I
been trying to
told
do.
you they don't want to play, bro. I told you. They say, "Oh, you gonna make us play?" All right, bet. Count to 24.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, sad.
Probably like, man, we ain't got time for this bullshit.
What was I?
I wanna...
What was I saying about? Oh, I was mentioning Monica Rial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what to say? The first person that Vic Mignogna texted was Monica Rial because he believed that he could trust Monica about telling him everything. But to come to find out, you know.
She ain't even open it.
Yep. And the court used the text messages against him.
My bad.
You good?
No, go ahead.
No, I was finished. But that shit's crazy. I hope everything goes well for him. I think they should do, I don't want to say document because then they're just giving him money, but even though he kind of needs it. But
He needs some form of compensation because he had the stress. Like he was in a lot of stress. He said he was in a dark place and shit, and he had to be away and isolate himself from everybody. Like, you know, like your character, your legacy is put onto the line. Like all the hard work put in, this getting flushed down the drain because of an accusation of a fucking bitch that lied because she mad because she ain't getting the same love and flowers at for her because you just started playing Boma. Bitch, nobody know who the fuck you are. Girl, you better sit your ass over and keep
She
sucking the
became
nigga
the
dick of the
voice of
president.
Bulma ever since Kai. I can't remember the
I
original
didn't even
Bulma
know.
voice
I didn't even.
actress name, but
Yeah,
she
yeah. I
was
didn't
the
even know.
original.
I was like, who the fuck is Monica Rio? Oh, she the bomb. I'm like, huh? Who? I ain't never heard this bitch.
We want some dick.
Exactly. She already getting the dick from the president. Oh, Funimation.
Yeah.
She's like, hi, executive. Can I suck your Funimation any day? Oh, damn. You got a promotion.
Also, can't get that nigga Vic Mignogna out of here. Sure thing.
Oh, you talking about the short nigga from Full Metal? Fine. Uh-huh. You know. Oh, yeah, I got an accusation. Yeah, he pulled my hair. What? Bitch, stop.
Get his ass out of here.
He tried to force himself on me. Bitch, you wearing out the foundation of a hentai.
Wow.
He laid himself on top of me, and then he caressed my hands
the topic.
with
Vic
handcuffs.
Mignogna.
What? What are you talking? Is this 50 Shades of Grey? Or is this really the story?
Wait, you actually saw
I'm
that
like,
movie?
Subway sandwiches, motherfucker. Like, I wouldn't even take the story serious because I'm like, I don't even sound right.
Yeah, like I remember watching that entire video. I was like,
I had to say something. Oh, I was scared. You weren't that scared. You was still hanging around with him and shit.
Hey, honey.
"Hey, hon." Yeah, exactly. He mentioned it in the video, like,
And the witness is with me, and I get it. You be scared, but it come a point in time. It's like, is it really worth holding something that long? Because it's like at that point, you part of it. You gonna be held accessory because you know about it and didn't say nothing. You know big piece of information. You withholding that shit. You'll be just as guilty.
what was that?
So you knew about it or the occurrence, and you ain't gonna say nothing. At that point, just like you gave consent in a sense, you couldn't been that scared. If you was traumatized, you wouldn't been around him. You would get restraining orders. You know what I'm saying? You would have got some mace or something to prevent yourself from being a victim of the shit. I just feel like this whole and this brings up the topic too with this whole feminist shit with females like men are trash and all this other stuff, and it's like, huh? But
I wonder
women
we
doing
just
the
doing
same
that
shit.
earlier.
Yeah, like ironically, it's like cause she's part of that bullshit. Like you try to make us look like monsters and stuff. Like Vic is such this evil monster that he just like he just pounced on you. Like seriously,
Imagine Mignogna's like, "Hey, hon, come here." And Monica's like, "Ah!"
exactly, and you playing with him too.
Oh my
It's like it's like that case when a nigga roast you
Uh-huh.
and he think you a bitch and you roast him back and he gets mad and wants to fight you. Like what I'm supposed to just let you talk about me? That's pretty much what it seems like to me. Like you're mad because he's being malicious. He's got more time in the game than you do. I'm not knocking that she don't have like no roles, but like, who is this bitch?
Right.
Who are you?
Bart.
My man,
Exactly,
too.
Mark. Like, you
Bart.
even like. We would have been more accepting of you if you would have just been more respectful and shut. But now the chance of you being accepted in the DBT community or whatever, that shit gone now. The people that's following with them fake ass feminist people like, yes, Monica, are you doing a big cause for all this disgusting men? Them same niggas, them same bitches that doing that don't get no dick at home. They're gonna be 50 with kids. I mean 50 with cats.
One guys
Get off my grass, pussy.
was about to make a get back in the kitchen joke, but
Yeah,
nah.
yeah, no more.
Nah, she don't deserve it. She don't deserve it. She don't
Pussy
deserve
look
it.
like
He's
booty
not
hair.
worth it.
Pussy hair.
Yeah,
Is so,
she ain't worth it, bro.
man, pussy be so hairy, got flies around that bitch. Nah, I'm good.
Plus,
Plus,
the timing was not right because as soon as the Broly movie came out, I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Exactly.
And it had to be planned because Shane,
Really
all of us, all of them was all behind it.
Yeah.
All behind it.
But like at the same time though, Sean Schemmel he already expressed his thoughts on Vic.
Yeah, and he did say that in his last year that I actually have somewhat respect for Shane Sean that expressly publicly expressed it that he don't fuck with him
bitch.
Yeah.
I don't
because
know
of his
why.
views on that.
Look, I'd rather someone to be truly honest and keeping to himself until the very last
Shane
moment.
Schimmel always low key been an asshole to me. Like it was first like heard of him and seeing him like in the works, like just list clips and shit like that growing up. Like he seemed like his sideburns give it away. Like I knew you was an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't he like Vic?
Because he had because his religious views and shit like that.
His personality, religious views, you know,
Everything.
something that
Okay,
makes him a
boomer.
person.
Now, granted, there's been reports of Shane Schimmel. He is like a big ass baby. This nigga is he. If don't nothing go his way, it's the highway. Like he
Is it
got
'cause
that.
he's
The Charles.
Yeah, because he's Goku. Yeah. When you one of the most nice nostalgic characters of a fucking anime, yeah, you gonna have some fucking arrogancy and some shit or asshole tendencies and shit. I mean, you should know about that. You got a little bit of that in your personality, a little bit. Just
Whoa, hey,
Nah.
Whoa.
You can't lie. You can't lie, Bucko.
Oh my god.
Cosmic,
Huh?
you trying to
shit.
do?
So,
What you trying to do, my G?
Me?
yeah,
yes,
when you first hit 1K, you was a little, you know.
What? I was still with you guys. Oh my god.
No,
No, the
better,
fuck
you
you
get-
wouldn't.
Oh,
you
hey, we got
come
Spirit
from?
Shot
I
Gaming
know.
in the building.
I knew you were talking. Hold on
Hey,
a second.
stream real quick. Let's welcome Spirit
Bruh,
Shot Gaming.
bruh.
Spirit
I know
Belly
Spirit.
Gaming.
What's
Bruh.
up? What's
Spirit
up?
will leave. Hey, say we ain't shit. They come back. I apologize. That
My
was,
guy,
that was,
my guy,
that
my
was,
guy.
that was the anti-spirit.
You already know what happened with me, so I ain't gotta talk on that.
Oh.
But your bitch ass do that did act different when soon as you hit that 3K mark.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. When you first hit 1K, I'm like,
Cosmic's like, I'm not even black, I'm Scandinavian.
You started
swear to
to
God,
get
like-
better.
This nigga
Starting to
Cosmic,
get better now.
this nigga Cosmic had the mentality of, oh, bitch, this not sparkling water, don't bring it to me, ho. Like, that was your attitude.
Wow,
That was
Wow.
your whole move, bro.
that's crazy.
Soon as you hit 3K, you start saying niggas channels are trash and shit.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a joke. Get out of here. Take that in court. That's a joke. Get out.
Hey, guess what? The same niggas who say it's a joke is the same niggas who meant it. They just don't want to use it in a common manner.
Oh, I meant to, huh? Oh, really?
Thank you, King Kai. but no said.
Crazy.
I'll say more when I get home. I'm still getting.
Yeah, say more. Yeah, I want to know. Say more. I want to hear it.
Listen, Cosby. Cosby, live your best life, sis.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting.
My life like a golden.
I'm taking my
Hey,
freedom.
hey, what?
Yes, Linda.
I'm about to drop a tweet because I found a very, very sentimental picture.
Hmm.
I'm warning you niggas now, you might cry. So
Oh.
either you might want to turn off notifications for me, or you might want to like and retweet it because it's straight up fucking beautiful. I found this picture on accident, but I just changed my Twitter banner from Cyberpunk.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
If you want to see what it is, I'm warning you now. You might cry.
Alright, send it our way.
Tweet drop.
Alright. So while we look through this tweet, let's move on to the next topic. Oh yeah, real quick. So anyone else want to talk about Vic before we move on?
I like cereal.
You like cereal. Okay. So, staying on the topic of celebrities, Delonte West, who is well known as the point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Dallas Mavericks, I think the Celtics. He's a former NBA player.
Wait, what? Oh,
You
sorry,
didn't-
Delonte?
Yeah, Delonte West.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
so
Who having babies?
I'm here.
Hey, what's up, Games? How you doing?
I'm wet.
Oh,
Oh,
You're black?
What?
You said you're black?
No, I mean,
This man said he wet. Nose outro.
Wow.
Man.
that's crazy.
I'm over here making sentimental tweets and you exposing my horniness.
Damn it.
Y'all see my Twitter banner though?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Staying on the topic of Delonte West. So Delonte West was apparently he was beat up on the street by some randoms, and
Were they white?
He didn't look too good. He did not look too good.
Was they white and was he white?
No, Delonte West, he's light skinned. Well, he's black. He's black.
Wait, where you get whooped?
Nigga, what? He's more ginger. He's like a ginger. Yeah, I think he's a ginger. I'm pretty sure he's more ginger.
You can't be black and a ginger.
No, I know that. I'm saying.
No, we call them snickerdoodles.
But yeah, but Delonte West, you know, he went from being a great basketball player to now supposedly a crackhead on the streets now. That shit sucks. And everyone was giving him support. Like, the NBA was giving him support. You know, several other.
Didn't he pop like 3 drug tests?
I think so.
You niggas still ain't seen my Twitter banner?
I see it. It's a man.
Looks basic.
Ooh.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm joking. I haven't seen it yet.
I found that on an accident.
I'm glad you did.
Oh, that shit. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Callie takes his high top and puts it on his chest.
Shut up. Wow. Just wow. Really? Really? Really?
Oh, these really my niggas?
And then the fucking shit says supernatural in the tweet. In the picture.
Oh yeah, it does. Kobe, Zoom, Kobe. So, okay, so real quick, any of you guys got anything to say about Delonte West?
I hope he gets better.
Yeah. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. Oh yeah, speaking back to talking about Kobe though. So what are they gonna do about his shoe deal?
That's for his wife to decide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. It just came to my mind, like just now.
We were me and B-Man were talking about that earlier, remember?
Yeah.
Because this shit really just came out of nowhere.
You're right.
Yeah, it was like really random.
Alright, so now we're getting to the good parts. Let's talk about another celebrity. So this week was XXX Tentacion's 22nd birthday. I think it was just a few days ago. I think the 24th, I want to say.
His birthday just passed.
Yeah, he would have been 22 years old if he was still alive. Yeah.
Man.
How many X fans do we have in here other than myself?
Me, nigga.
Favorite X song, Cosmic?
How you put me on a spot like that, nigga? Hold on. Man,
Come on, I
hold,
mean...
hold on. Hold on. Let me pull up my music.
Okay. And
No, put me on
you
the
in
spot.
here? Oh no, Ant's not in here. Damn. Alright, so while Cosmic's looking through his list of favorite X songs, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my favorite X songs. So, some of my favorite X songs are like "Whoa," "Mind and Awe."
It's their favorite, not favorites.
Fine. Shit, I almost broke my phone. Thanks a lot, man. I guess on top of my head, I would have to say "Whoa." Just on top of my head for right now.
Basic.
Damn.
Here goes this nigga Cosmic. Fine.
Alright, I got my favorite.
Okay, what's your favorite then, nigga? Go ahead. Tell us your favorite.
Slipknot.
Slipknot. Okay. That's your favorite? Alright, you got a top 5?
Slipknot, Guardian Angel. I don't want to do this anymore.
Uh-huh.
It's all fading to black.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
And Alone Part 2.
Part 2. All right.
The
Mine
the
will
vote
have to be.
edition.
This is not in order, but I like Whoa. Bad. Let me see. I'll have to say. I actually like the song Infinity. I like that song.
No
Infinity.
Stones.
Yeah.
Um,
Joey Badass.
yeah, with Joey Badass.
Infinity, no stones.
Exactly. Sad. That's 4, right? Yeah, I named 4. And I have to say Save Me. I like Save Me. Those are like my top 5 favorite X songs.
The best X song is Young Brats, in my opinion.
Turn up. Wow, Cosmic. This thing's like, I'm sleep, bro.
Yup.
Cosmic, you always sleep.
But yeah, happy belated
I'll
birthday
put you
to
to sleep,
X.
nigga. I'll
We-
tuck you in too.
Excuse me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'll tuck you in and put you to sleep.
That's never gonna happen. You always sleep
Okay.
because you built like a pillow sack.
Oh shit.
That's crazy because you look like you look a pillow sack. You built like a waterbed, nigga. Get out of my face.
You are a wet basket full of disappointments.
You are a wet bag.
Oh. All right. So, but yeah, happy belated birthday to X. We all miss you.
Man,
Um,
man, we've been losing so many people back to back. First Juice WRLD died. Then Kobe.
First Witherspoon.
Yeah, Witherspoon. Juice WRLD. Then isn't it Kobe now?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh, Nipsey.
Nipsey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nipsey died last.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, he died last year.
Like we're losing too many like good people.
Mm.
But how the fuck did they let this man have flight clearance on a foggy ass day? Baffles me.
Oh, you noticed that too, huh?
Yeah, so I don't understand it, but hey, he gone now, so
Yeah, it's nothing we can really do about it right now. But let's talk about real fast. Let's talk about that Kevin Gates interview with Complex News. Not Complex News, but Everyday Struggle. B-Man, would you like to go ahead and explain it? Explain what happened?
So, Everyday Struggle just started airing back again after like they did the awards and shit over Christmas break, and their first guest that they brought back from last year was Kevin Gates, and he had his wife with him.
Mm-hmm.
And basically he was just giving just the update as far as with his situation and kind of his whole spiritual journey he's been having, because some people don't know that he's actually practicing Islam, I think, or something like that,
Yeah.
with his wife. And he basically gave a lot of inspiration as far as like how things was for him, and kind of some really cool, interesting like things like he experienced and shit. Like they was talking about voodoo, like a lot of stuff with voodoo and shit, like where it originated from, and how like stuff like, give example, like people think that when you hear voodoo you hear of bad things, but really voodoo, magic or something like that can be used as a good thing too. And he gave an example, like you ever notice like when like somebody cooks something for you and the next day you like wake up and you don't feel well, that's basically like that energy, that they have bad energy, where somebody that's in a good mood and they make food, you feel very fulfilled. Those are like that's like the positive energy of a person, shit like that. And he was just like giving examples of like low vibrations, like things with regarding like demons and shit like that. Like those, like people make you seem like stuff like that is like really big, but it's not. But like our bodies react to certain vibrations. That's what gives us like like, how did he explain it? He said a lot that was really, really inspirational and like real shit. I'm like, God
Yeah,
damn.
I remember, like, just from watching it, I liked the chemistry between him and his wife. I thought it was the most spiritual, most realistic relationship I've seen.
I've ever seen, yeah. And the one thing that I like that he's mentioned, and he mentioned especially about black people, and I agree, is that we've never always never been religious. We've always been spiritual, then
Yeah.
religious.
I definitely believe in that.
That's why I call myself a spiritualist and not a religious person.
Religion, religion's always been like some white man thing, try to brainwash them, people to follow and what they should and what they doing and shit. And I've always it's like everything always comes from a feeling. It's
And
never,
I still need to watch the music video that he did with his wife. But what they mentioned was that the what what's the wife's name? I don't want to keep calling her wife.
Drika,
yeah, that's the name.
Okay, yeah, Drika, she came up with the whole idea of that music video. And,
yeah,
and Kevin Gates, he directed the entire thing. Just like that, I really like that whole chemistry and the whole vibe between those two. It's like they're really at a good place right now. And he even mentioned,
manager.
Yeah, and he even mentioned that he wouldn't be who he is today without his wife, because his wife,
They've been together for over 12 years.
His wife brought himself back up and stuff. It's just like it's a really touching and beautiful story.
I found them really enjoying. I think people should go watch that if you want some inspiration and shit, because he was having that talk that don't nobody really like talking about and shit when it comes to spirituality and religion and all that. And it's like you really gotta sit and think. It's like it's gotta be something higher than just this. And I understand people have their own philosophy on things, but you do be a goofy not to believe that it's not a higher power.
Right.
Because why would the creator create us with a mindset of choice? If that's the case, we would have been created with a purpose to do a specific job. That's what animals do, right? Yep. A bee goes to harvest pollen to make honey, whereas we have the freedom of choice to get up or do these things, despite how others may be influential to brainwash us, but we still have that mind or capacity enough to still say no. If that's the case, then how would you explain that? And as much as you want to provide science and all that, but how was science created?
Fun fact, science. You know that there is a portion of science that proves that there is a creator.
Of course.
Of course.
Anybody else know that?
Yeah, like everything.
Who can tell me the portion of science that proves? Who can tell me the portion of science that actually proves that there is there? Where's the part they don't talk about? Anybody?
I can't say I can, baby. Go and speak your truth.
Somebody recite to me what's the Big Bang Theory.
Gotcha. I don't know that bullshit.
The Big Bang Theory is that out of nowhere, massive energy burst that created everything in the universe as we know it, especially our galaxy. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, science dictates that behind every action there is a driving force, correct?
Yes.
And science also dictates that in order for an occurrence to occur, there must be a source of energy that causes that from that driving force, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't spiritualism as well as even the Bible dictate that the driving force behind the creation of everything was God basically demanding let there be light, which was a massive explosion that caused the fucking creation of existence as we know it? Do those not sound like the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So science, the very first stage of science, proves that there is a creator. It may not necessarily be what Buddhism or as Christianity or anything says specifically, but you also have to remember there is a universal that God works in mysterious ways. Now, the creator knows that his creation, that is humanity, is complex and diverse. So who's to say that he can't approach us in multiple different directions? If we have to approach each other in different directions in order to get your point across, why can't the creator do that too? I'm just saying.
Right. But niggas don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
And yeah, a lot of that shit Kevin Gates was speaking is true. Fun fact, the reason why I started getting like fit and stuff right is when like Kevin Gates he one of my favorite rappers all the time. He's one of my favorite rappers. So when he came out of jail, went through his journey, right? He was this big guy, blah, hella big. But then I saw him trimming down and shit, right? And he said something on his first interview with the everyday different struggle. I don't fucking know, but I know I just watched it, and he said a lot of inspirational shit. He said you can always do something, put your mind to it. And he said, I worked on my body. He said, because it makes you feel good and lifts your spirit. So I try to get into fitness. And when I started getting into fitness more, things like I started to feel good about myself. When I saw the pounds, I felt better. When I started eating healthier, I felt better. And he's right, and that shit does happen. And speaking on what Zacho was saying, God works in mysterious ways, right? And that is true, because I never had a good relationship with my dad, and my dad's a physical trainer. And today he told me to come work out with him. Ever I got into the fitness journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things have been opening up more to me. Like, I want a relationship with my father, right? And I'm starting to get one. So if I wouldn't have heard what he said, right, about how the theory of him changing as a person, I probably wouldn't have like been close to my dad, like starting close to my dad, or being this physically fit me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, you can't really have a relationship with someone if you have nothing in common or nothing to bond on. That's how relationships start, by having a bonding point.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I thank God that I got that message. Like, cause I believe God do send messages. Our creator, people who believe in what they want to believe in. But as I see it, I believe in God. He sends people or different types of media your way, so you can get your point across, so something can help change your life. That's all I believe in. That's all I got.
Anything else y'all want to say about the Kevin Gates?
Cosmos is just quiet when it comes to fucking spirituality and fucking religion.
Why you gotta be like
What? He is the most quiet one out the whole bunch. That nigga's quiet as a church mouse.
Cosme, what you got to say about the Kevin Gates thing? Do you believe in like black people believing more about spirituality rather than religion?
Seems about right.
religion? Okay, so I'm just gonna fucking say it, and this is the part that people don't like to talk about.
Hot dog water.
No. Before the age of an organized government, religion was built upon to use people's beliefs to get them to do what you tell them to do, aka a form of order and control. You gotta get something that somebody wants in order to get them to try to follow you. That's how religion was born, because they want to try to put rules and regulations and bylaws and all this other stuff. That's why if you ever look at the history of the Bible's been rewritten and changed multiple times by the Catholic Church. There's a reason why now we have a King James version, because King James sent soldiers out after the Crusades and shit to get the scriptures back, so that way he can try to get the original scriptures back, so he can try to recompile the Bible to what it used to be. Now, because there's literally hundreds of chapters and possibly thousands of chapters of the Bible, couldn't do it all. That's why the parts of the Bible, if you ever look at the stories, the Bible kind of jumps around a lot. There's a lot of missing pieces to it. The good book ain't as good as it used to be, because man want to try to tamper with it to get power. That's why we have the King James Version, the New King James Version, which was basically them trying to correct it. Like, they're trying to clarify it, because the English language changed so much over time that there are certain words during the medieval days that have lost its meaning. So it's very, very hard to try to define it based on modern English terms.
True. Bro, this music is not helping.
I don't even know what music is playing right now. 'Cause I
Don't
got.
unmute it because it is not
Don't
helping
do
you
it.
right
Don't do it. Don't do it. I
V-Man.
muted that bitch.
Am I
Huh?
gonna get mad?
Make your non-copyrighted playlist next time.
now. I got you.
All right.
Am I gonna get mad?
No, you're not gonna get mad. You're not gonna get mad at it.
You can like, what the fuck?
This music is not fitting what you said. Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, yeah, but no, I definitely agree.
I was listening to it. It was just the ding, ding, ding. I'm like, come on, bro. This is not helping.
I guess we gotta talk about it another time.
No, you can still talk about it. I was listening.
Yeah, we were listening.
It was just like I got the music low, but I when you like paused, I was like, bro, this music is not helping right now. Continue.
Go ahead.
And then you
go
pause,
ahead. Finish what you were saying.
and then you pause, and the music is comedic at the same time. So it's like,
See, there we go.
oh,
Now
bro.
we can be serious about it. 'cause this-
Okay, yeah, this is serious music now.
What was I saying?
Black Force Energy.
No. Oh, what the hell was I saying?
Black Force Energy.
No,
Big
it's
dick energy.
not.
You want us to come back to you? No.
I don't remember what I was saying.
You was talking about how religion was, they was just for control and all that. You was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
the King James version. That's why Catholics call everybody who's not a Catholic Protestant. If you break down the word, it means protester, as in you are protesting against them trying to use the word of God to get their way and control people through warped and twisted means. Plus, I mean, the Catholic Church likes to touch little boys. Why would I want to be around them?
I always thought black churches fuck your wife. White churches fuck your kid.
No.
Miss Shirley caught the Holy Ghost yesterday.
Yeah, my mom always
Hold
told me
this
the
stick
church-
now.
My mom always told me that the sanctuary in the church is not in a physical building, it's in you. It's just supposed to be symbolic to remind you that there is someone up there looking for you.
That's real.
What?
So wouldn't this apply, like, some of this wouldn't apply with Kanye West, since he's trying to do his own little following and shit, and he's kind of trying to use the church as a way to make profit?
I've been said ever since that dang thing came out where Kanye made that dang thing, Jesus is King, that rubbed me so wrong, bro. Like, as a spiritualist, I'm very sensitive to that kind of energy, and that energy did not hit right at all. I did not feel any type of actual spiritualism in that. It almost felt like
Nigga, did you just catch a gold deer?
Yeah.
What?
A golden. I'm sorry, I've just seen a glowing deer in the screen. I'm like, nigga, is that a gold deer? What the fuck is going on right now?
I guess this ain't extremely talking about the spiritual stuff.
Yeah, gold and
Universe
silver
is
and
like,
all
"Nigga, you
that.
don't need to talk about that yet."
Nah, I'm listening. I like this type. I like
It is-
inspiration like
Yeah,
that.
but
and
it's like the universe is like, you don't need to talk about that. Let's throw in some distractions.
That's what they want us to do. That's why I'm like, keep going. That's why.
Nah,
Quit distracting me with the
I'm
golden.
saying the universe though, not necessarily people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The universe wants you to talk about something. There is no distractions or interruptions. They're like, stop. This is not the time. People are going to get distracted and they're not going to pay attention. That's something I've learned in my life.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, we can talk about it another time, I guess.
No, we can keep going. I like this. We are. I mean, technically still under the topic because we were talking about the Kevin Gates stuff. So
Yeah, but
yeah.
every like 2 minutes, somebody gets distracted by something, whether it be like the playlist or something on the stream. So it's like, watch next. The third one is going to be something on Twitter. So it's like, why even push it to the third chime? You feel me?
Well, if it happens again, then we'll change subjects.
Alright. Fine. And the Kanye
Oh my
thing.
god, is that a cop? Nah, I'm stop playing. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna sit
I'm
on
just-
you. I swear I will.
Wow. Don't be like that. I was just playing. Go ahead.
No, the Kanye thing really just rubbed me the wrong way, bro. That I felt it. I don't say this too often because I feel like this is a real old phrase to say, but I felt it in my bones that God was not in anything that he actually talking about.
Yeah. And ain't nobody in the circle really telling them like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
And it's like, here's the thing. It's people who I know on Twitter who are bona fide atheists, but they're diehard Kanye talking about something. I'm twerking in the name of Jesus. What?
Oh no.
Hello?
What type of fuck shit?
But that's crazy because just a few days ago you were saying that God is gone, God is dead, God's not real, yada yada, woo woo woo. Mean this, mean that. But Kanye says there is a God. You're like, okay. Is it that
Okay,
you
cool.
believe in God or you're just gonna blindly follow Kanye? Shit like that is dangerous. But it's like after I meditated about it, because I was very concerned that Kanye gonna mess around and bring the second coming a little early. But that's it. I'm like, Kanye is a spiritual nuisance. He is not a threat. That's why he's getting away with it. Because the powers that be are not too concerned with him because he doesn't have as heavy of a spiritual impact as you think he would. He's not going to demand sacrifices in his name and stuff, and a lot of messy things aren't going to happen. He's a spiritual nuisance, but he is not a threat. Now, when the day comes that he may become a threat, that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of weird, crazy shit happening that's going to scare people. And that's where we need to hope they don't go that far, because then that's when Gabriel might blow his horn, and then the sky opens up and Jesus shows up, and he's not going to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
You don't see a horse with wings come down.
Oh, that's not going to be Jesus. That's going to be Michael. Jesus going to come in from the behind the scene. Everybody else, that's the angry. Oof.
He gonna look Kanye. Yeah, look Kanye, you know, he going to hell. Oh damn. I'm kind of busy right now.
I mean, plus the 7 seals have to break, so.
No Naruto.
No, not Naruto. It's actually 7 prophetic seals that when all 7 of them break, that's when Armageddon happens.
One more Kombat.
No, I'm back. Shut up, man. I was gonna say it first.
Yeah. But it's like, there's somebody buying us time.
They care enough about humanity enough. Like, all of them ain't bad. It's just people like Kanye that's kind of stupid.
And Donald Trump.
Oh man, I can't stand that motherfucker.
I'm just like, nigga, just calm the fuck down.
And then fucking Kanye probably trying to run for presidency.
No, I'm not voting for that nigga. I'm not. I'm voting for the chick who gonna run. I want a female president. That's what I actually want.
You know who I wouldn't mind seeing president, because I feel like she be that mean high school. You think Kamala Harris? Don't she look like a mean ass high school principal? But
Yes.
you know that school got good grades.
Yes.
She get this whole goddamn country in check in 6 months. Talking about something. If you don't have yourself together, you're going to jail. Hold on now, wait. You don't pay off your student loan, you're going into default, you're going to jail. Wait! Who do I talk to?
Mama!
The president said I gotta talk to somebody or I'm gonna go to jail.
You going to jail?
I just say threaten everybody with jail. I bet you they gonna get the shit together. Don't nobody wanna go to jail. Don't nobody wanna shit in the same room they sleep in. I feel like that's the worst part about jail. The toilet is next to your bed.
You be like, what you eat don't make me shit.
Donald Trump.
The Mc combo for 19 cents had 11 big ass Macs in it. Oh, can I put your thumb in it?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, off topic though, but this only just reminds me because of economy shit. Y'all know Switzerland decriminalized prostitution?
They did.
If you want to
No,
get sucked,
they
if you want
shut
to-
down. This is what they did. They set it to where pimps ain't making no money no more. Prostitutes are considered self-employed and it's taxable.
Oh.
They got whole little. They even made little drive-ins with lights and security and shit, so the women are safe and protected. And it's like a little building they can go in and take a shower and wash their clothes and get it clean. It's real nice. I'm like, damn.
Oh well,
who's
I'm about to
got
have
good
my
over
go
there?
listen and make me a hero.
I'm like, damn, hoes got it good over there. You
It's gonna
self-employed.
be high school beefing the killer.
It's hey, do what you need to do to make your money, ma.
If you want to get sucked, come down to Chucks. Down here in Switzerland.
Oh, I'm about
my
to be
gosh.
in heaven. If I pull up, I'm finna be in heaven.
I don't know,
High school
right? Women
BBK,
look like
you
ogres.
the killer, huh?
You come on, you getting dick, you getting dick, you getting double dick.
Nah, they be like, be a man who wants a good sucky suck. Bend
I'm
over.
like, you
Oh,
get a
bend
condom,
over.
you get a condom, you get a condom. You don't get no condom because I trust you.
I trust you. I got love.
Dario.
Ma'am, I'm not pulling out, okay?
Then pulls it out.
Son, where'd you find this?
I love you.
Pulls it out. Oh yeah, pulled it out.
Bro, imagine being the one you smashing a prostitute, right? And then 20 minutes, a timer goes off, and she's like, "Get off. That'll be 35.74. Cash or credit."
What? Wait,
Yo.
what?
Hold on, wait a minute. You supposed to be the whore.
I lasted 5 seconds. How much is that?
Yeah, you want 5 pennies? One every stroke and go.
Bro, imagine having to set up a payment plan for a hoe because you couldn't afford to pay.
Oh god.
No.
Imagine having to set up a fucking payment plan. Like you give me $75 every 2 weeks.
Ma'am, I just got in this room and
I know your
so how much that?
PayPal and your Cash App, so you better not play shit.
So imagine a repo man coming because you ain't pay your. Imagine getting your check garnished because the hoe fills out the paperwork because you ain't pay her. You look up, you got a 6-week garnishment on your shit. Going to Olga, like, oh fuck, this bitch don't play.
We in Switzerland, we do not play with bitch ass niggas. Oh
Oh
shit.
no,
I just want my dick sucked.
and you had to pay for it.
Listen, ma'am, as soon as I walked in the room,
You
I
pay
gotta
me,
be honest with
you pay me, you get more sucky sucky.
Ma'am,
So,
Yeah.
like,
And you
so,
get
you-
chicken
but like,
nuggets for
sir,
free.
sir, your entire PlayStation 4 collection is worth the equivalent of your balance. We will take that as collateral.
ma'am, I didn't even fuck you. I nutted while I walked in the room.
Ah!
Look, Callie,
Yeah.
they gonna take his shit, right? And then he gonna grab it. Hey, can I get one more? Okay, you got it. And he go like, look, you can have my refrigerator too. That's collateral.
No.
So I
Okay,
got a
don't
Subway
make this
sandwich in there. I paid $12 for. How much? What am I gonna get for that?
Gonna get this
I give you for 5
football.
minutes. You better make it count.
You gonna get this meatball sub, boy.
Stop.
Oh no.
He gonna buy Subway sandwiches. Oh,
Alright, what's the topic?
Justice for juicy.
that's just what you said. MAGA hats.
Yo,
like
shit. All right.
Sandwiches?
So let's
Get get Kanye's last location.
let's go ahead and finally talk about video games, guys. So,
Hey.
Ultra Instinct
The
Goku.
video game industry in 2020 is dead.
All right, you know, let's go ahead and talk about that then. Let's talk about that. So,
Oh,
Callie,
no,
you're not finna skip this.
Oh, wait.
You're not finna skip this, Callie.
no, hold
What's
on.
What are we
Hold on.
not skipping? What are we skipping?
We'll just talk about the video game industry and then we'll talk about fighters. Okay, so
Hey.
What
uh,
happened with? Oh, wait, hold on. Go ahead.
with past events, a lot of games been being delayed, and recently, Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed. And
That's
as
true.
y'all know,
I'll
Zachiro
land on
by
this.
her outbursts, you know, she's very upset, very upset about Cyberpunk's 2077
Hey.
being delayed.
Why are you moaning?
I'm not moaning. I'm crying.
I'm not crying. You're
It
crying.
hurts.
And then the music. Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
Wait, whoa.
Whoa, you didn't even
Wait,
catch
what'd
that.
you say?
I-
What?
We just want to that he's in here.
Can somebody rewind the stream and see what just happened? Ma'am, this is YouTube.
This-
ACB man, can you put
Bucko.
timeline, please?
Okay. You
Timeline.
know there are
Bucko.
YouTube videos with pure pussy on it?
Erected accuracy.
Did you know that?
Yes.
There are YouTube videos of just straight up rubbing pussy.
Send me that
I
video.
send you a link.
I bet. No.
Wait, you didn't know that either?
What?
There's YouTube videos of just rubbing vagina and ass rubs and ASMR shit. And, like,
Yeah, I know about the ASMRs and all that.
do you know about the ASMR booty rubs?
Not about those.
There's ASMR like whole oil body massages and they accentuate the booty.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
And then there's medical videos of doctors rubbing vaginas.
Send
I
me that
know,
video.
I know those videos when niggas got their dick out, so that showed Callie when he was like, bro, what the fuck is this?
No, for real, there's a whole, because it's considered under educational purposes, quote unquote. It's all shaved pussy, and the doctor, he's just rubbing it in circular motions and doing all this other shit and putting lubricant on his finger and touching it.
People,
and,
for
like,
some reason,
accentuating. It's
So
just
basically, he fingered her.
okay, you being in my ear like that, do it again.
Whoa. We'll be right back after these messages.
So basically, he fingered her.
Okay. Okay. So I rewinded. So Zatro, you have a problem.
you
That's
got
all I gotta say.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, Kaz was like, please.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not like, please. I'm not even in the mood right now. You know?
He like,
For
can I
once-
watch?
For once, I'm not in the mood.
I'll play with email.
Oh, that's crazy.
But anyway, so back on topic, alright?
No.
Yeah, all these games are being delayed by Sony and Xbox, but how do y'all
Yeah,
really
they're
feel?
not being delayed by Sony and Xbox, but they're being delayed by the respective developer.
Publishers.
No,
Saying
not the
all these
publishers,
games
the
are bad
developer. There's a difference. Does everybody here know the difference
Publishers,
between a
developers,
developer and a publisher?
Yes.
No.
What is the difference?
The developers are the one that's creating the game, the publishers are the one that's providing the money to make the game.
And the distributors?
What? No. What? No.
Distributors are
Okay, and developers make
And
the
no one
game.
knows the first two are. I don't know what
Publishers are the
distributors-
ones that do the contract and getting the game ported over to the respective consoles, and distributors are the ones who get the copies of the game made, shipped out to various vendors like Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy, Amazon, whatever. And that
So
is
basically
the
the ones that
economic
make physical
system of
copies.
video game supply and demand.
Basically, the ones that make the physical copies. Okay. No.
That's who the developers are.
But yeah,
They're the
so,
ones who call the shots on delaying a game. That's where big companies like Square Enix have the advantage because they are developers and publishers. So they get the final say so on both ends. Cyberpunk kind of breaks my heart because they're using 3 different distributors. So the distributors have to wait on them. But it's like, for those of you who didn't see the articles, there's a lot of shit going out from a very reliable source who in the past used to give leaks about The Witcher, who said that the reason that the game is being delayed to September 17th, 2020, I hate the fact that I have that date memorized, but anyway, until September 17th, 2020, is the fact that they're predominantly having issues porting the game over to Xbox One, and it is performing very badly. Now, the next day after I had my hissy fit on Twitter, for those of you who did not see, I tweeted out all the articles and cried and threw my little hissy fit. They also
you
tried to
still
later
is.
on just saying that it was the PS4 as well. Bullshit, because the PS4 is built on a very, very simplistic engineering algorithm and makes it to where it's so much more compatible with a variety of different engines, both new and old, to make the engineering and coding and programming of the game extremely simplistic and a lot easier. Xbox One, on the other hand, nah.
Oh, back out.
Or
That's the only game I can speak on. I don't know why Last of Us got delayed.
Avenger.
I guess because there's
for Last of Us, it was for polishing and stuff like that, and they didn't feel like the game was up to par.
Avengers was apparently polishing.
Oh yeah, go ahead and talk about Avengers because I remember saw your video
What I
talking
can
about
say.
that.
Yeah.
So what's the reason for delaying Avengers?
Yeah.
Apparently polishing the game some more. I don't know how he could polish the game further. We had a E3 show.
It's because their main development team is split. Square Enix has what's called a first and second production the production department. They changed the name to business division, but I just call it by the original name. First and second production department. Second production department takes on any type of secondary AAA titles like Avengers. The first production department is the one that's handling the Final Fantasy VII remake. That team is bigger than the second development department, than the second development production department, or whatever the fuck it's called. It's a long ass fucking name. It's ridiculous. But that's when games get finalized, and they're trying to basically go into fucking overtime to get the game fucking done. Now, Avengers is more than likely going to be in a second production department because, and that's kind of a smaller team, and they have slightly fewer resources. The difference between them are supposed to be minuscule, but when they tried to do the same thing with Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, to where Final Fantasy 15 was in the first production department and Kingdom Hearts 3 was in the second production department, they had to put Kingdom Hearts on 3 on hold and send everybody in the second production department over to the first department and have them finish it together. Square Enix probably having the same problem right now. They can't work on 2 AAA games at once. Every time they try to do the shit, they have to put something on hold.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I'm a big ass Square Enix fan.
Yeah. They said polishing and whatever, and I mean, I thought it looked like they already kind of did the polishing when we saw the after the initial showing of A-Day.
Cosmic, you have to remember, Square Enix is a bunch of perfectionists, and riddle me this: what engine is the Avengers game working on? Their exclusive Luminous engine or the Unreal engine?
Unreal?
Okay, I had to leave because I couldn't hear Cosmic. And
That's
then now I
crazy.
can.
But yeah, Unreal. There it is. Yep. Looks good as hell. Everybody complain about Black Widow. Yeah, like, well, she is Russian, so I mean, can't really help that. And then they faked it. It was whatever. It's a little shit.
Okay, so the developers that are making the Avenger game are actually 2 subsidiaries of Square Enix: Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal. If you don't know who Eidos Montreal is, they did the Deus Ex.
Are they good games? I'm not sure about that.
The Deus Ex games are games that, okay, so the first one people say is really, really good. The second one, people say that the gameplay is good, it runs really smooth, it's really fucking beautiful, but they say that the storyline was lacking in regards to depth compared to the first one, and people kind of really want a third game because there's a lot of unanswered questions, but Square Enix hasn't given them the green light to make the Deus Ex game. Deus Ex is the reason why a lot of people are looking forward to Cyberpunk.
Interesting.
Because it's like Deus Ex on fucking steroids, basically. Like, if anybody ever saw the 38-minute gameplay walkthrough that they released in 20... You haven't watched that shit? Sit your ass down and watch that shit start to finish, and you'll see why so many people are on the hype train.
What's up? I'm getting green and club. That's sad though.
Yeah, but do y'all think
What's that?
Do y'all saying these delays are for the better for the worse?
I mean,
Hopefully for the better. I mean, we've been actually low key asking for people.
You know what else might be delaying the game? What else might be fucking up development? Hold on.
What?
Well, hold on.
Hey, Callie.
Mm-hmm.
To answer your question, I believe it can be better, but it might be worse because during the final product, like final product making the game, some niggas like to when they re-add shit, they take shit out. You know what I mean?
All right, hello.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe that a big reason that these games are being delayed, is because of the Google Stadia.
The Google Doc.
That game, that system
The
ass.
Stadia. They're trying
Stadia,
to make these games Stadia, Thadiana, whatever the
Out
fuck.
pocket.
This new
Bark.
fucking cloud-based console or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. They have to basically make a game compatible for not only a massive diversity of fucking PCs, but also the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and now the system that people don't really understand called the Google Stadia. And it's like, I feel like that's what's setting them back because they want to do a universal release instead of just releasing it on the big three first: console, PlayStation, Xbox, and say the Stadia can wait, motherfucker. Because they made contractual agreements with Google to say we're gonna release the game, we're gonna release it at the same time as everything else, instead of telling them y'all niggas can wait. Which I feel they should have did that.
Is anybody going to buy the Google Stadia?
Fuck no.
I mean, once we get that clout.
I mean,
Nigga,
probably
no.
extreme Google fans who. Okay, so the Google Stadia is literally supposed to be a fucking mobile device. Like, you're gonna have to get a fucking what I like to call a Ferrari phone, aka them 1,000 phones and shit, $1,000 plus phones.
Mm-hmm.
Buy your membership to the Stadia, download that shit on there. Then also you have to hook a controller up to it, and then get a mount. And it's basically supposed to be to where you can play video games on your phone, like AAA titles like MK11, Assassin's Creed, Honest, and all this other shit, which controllers through the Google Play Store and the Apple Store cannot do. So it's supposed to be like a cloud-based service, to where the game is not on your phone, but the Stadia is basically playing middleman between your phone and the game.
AKA broke niggas alert. Broke nigga alert.
Yeah, like niggas who don't really want a fucking console and probably don't have a TV, they're gonna try to get this shit.
This nigga TV got repossessed last week, so he should get the Stadia.
Y'all know it's already out? I didn't know that.
Yes, it was.
And
It's
had
already
a
out.
horrible launch
Yeah,
too.
2K's on
Yeah.
it. 2K.
Yeah, it's had a horrible launch too. A lot of people
Yeah,
not
the-
feeling
The reviews are.
How
ass.
much is this thing supposed to be? How much is the Stadia?
like damn near over $200,
Oh my god.
and then you got to pay for membership and all that shit. Ain't buy the games too.
Oh, is there a discount for the game?
Nope.
No.
Fuck the Stadia. They need to just make this go away so we can go back to the way things were and we can just enjoy our lives, okay?
Google
I
thought
mean,
they
let's
had.
keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Mobile phone gamers don't really give a fuck about AAA titles. That's why they just play on their phone.
Yeah, mobile
I get
games
it. They're trying to get extra fucking money off of it, but come on now. People who are predominantly trying to play Candy Crush, and whatever the fuck else on their phone. I ain't talking about Dragon Ball players, because most of the time y'all play on console too. But for those of y'all who don't, you know who you are. Shut the fuck up. Now.
Wow.
Bro, you a gamer? Yeah, bro. I play Clash of Clans. Nigga, walk the fuck away.
What? Bro,
I hate that.
Bro, I
Got
play
games on your phone.
Bro, I
No,
play
nigga,
League
get the
of
fuck away.
Legends.
Colin low key playing that JoJo game on mobile and don't tell nobody.
You will never catch me playing that game.
Alright, if Last Survivor went on mobile, what would you do?
I got way more important things on my phone than to put a game on it.
Even if it's Last Survivor, the type of content.
Oh, you only answered my question though.
What was your question, Ant?
It said, what if Last Survivor was on mobile? Would you get it?
Yes.
I gotta drop it. I gotta
Exactly.
drop it, man. I gotta drop it. I'm sorry.
You're not gonna drop it because it's gonna
I
bring
am.
views.
Bro, nah. 2 minutes later, we're gonna be like, hey, Cosmo, how you doing? Just
Dropping
see
that game is like dropping your fan base.
Yeah.
That's just how you
Like,
do it. Just
oh.
keep 'em on our phone. Hey, what you doing?
I subscribe to this nigga for this.
I don't understand what was the point in making this. If Google was gonna do something, they should have just made a fucking console
Because
and just waited until next gen to release it.
Yeah, they tried it. They tried it.
We jump a
This isn't
gun.
trying. This is literally just trying to get some cash.
Corey in here.
Yes.
What's funny is it's Google trying to get some cash.
bad bitch, let me smash.
What?
I'm thinking phone.
Wait, who peeing?
I'm washing dishes, G. Like, I'm making my protein shake with
I'm making my protein shake.
Using pee?
no, nigga, that's water.
To get
Yeah, pee is made from water, nigga.
Nigga, I don't want milk because that's too many carbs. So I use that.
Wait, how you know
carbs?
piss got carbs in it?
Oh my.
Hold on, bro.
Oh, wait a minute.
What your daddy teach you, man?
Alright, I'm still live streaming?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we in podcast?
Yeah,
I think I was talking to B man, not you, Cosmic.
You didn't say anybody's name.
He said he was talking to somebody relevant.
Might as well let me on.
I know you talking about. You know what?
Thank you.
You know what?
Talk about you, girl. On your 50th birthday.
B man, he just mad because you more relevant than he is right now.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Really doing this right now.
Who's more relevant than me?
This nigga finna bring his sub counts now.
I'm begging you.
Alright, guys, we're moving on to the next topic, okay? So,
What's the
Back-
next topic?
back
Ball
to the topic
fighters.
of video games. So, Ultra Instinct Goku is coming to Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh, now
Oh,
let
yeah,
me
let's
tell you
talk.
what. Let me tell you what. This
Uh-huh.
man's gonna bring so much avoidability to the game. Like, fuck you.
Alright, let me talk
Really,
about this.
nigga? Really, games?
Let me
Yeah, fuck
let me talk about this since I made a video on it. So since what I said on my video, check it out by the way.
Oh, what a
What's your
what
channel?
Yeah, jeez. But
Yeah,
when
jeez.
what I said was I feel like that he would be super broken because it's Ultra Instinct Goku. It's supposed to be his most powerful form, even though I don't think it is. But they're probably gonna make it.
It's not a
make
form,
it
it's a
more-
technique. Anybody can have it.
You know. But yeah, but I think he's gonna be super overpowered. Just look at him in his Xenoverse. Online users gonna use him. Even the basic. I can hear you.
Okay.
Now he'll jump back in his belly
Ain't gonna
button.
slap the shit out of you. But yeah, go ahead and continue.
Oh, I wish that nigga would, bro. Body slam that boy on the ground. Come here, cut shot.
Bro, just give him a
Nigga
chicken.
My son,
They're
bitch.
going to be crushed like
Bro,
Mr.
just-
Glass. But anyway, go ahead.
Bro, just give him a chicken sandwich and then we move on with our days. I
I've never had a Popeye chicken sandwich yet.
ain't say
So
Popeyes, huh?
you said chicken sandwich, but you meant Popeyes, nigga, because I'm black, nigga.
Alright, and go ahead and continue. Go ahead.
Basically, I think he's gonna be overpowered, and I'm kind of scared.
He's
No.
not in the fighting community.
I wouldn't say he'll be overpowered. I would say he'll have a lot of evasive tools and like at least one evasive super. But I wouldn't say he's overpowered because, for instance, look at Gogeta. Everybody thought he was broken, right? But no, Gogeta just has gimmicks to him that makes him seem broken in the hands of the right person. Like,
Right point.
like for the most part, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a balanced game for the most part. But it all depends on like how the players like they can adapt to your play style or they can adapt to
Except Kid Boot. He's
Bro, Kid
overpowered
Boo's is so
still.
easy. He's so easy to counter.
Low.
Kid Boo's easy
Exactly.
to counter, but like he's overpowered when the right people in his hands. It's somebody who used Captain Ginyu hella code, and Captain Ginyu is one of the worst characters in the game, especially Goku Black.
I still use Goku Black. I don't know.
He's one of the worst characters in the
Black's
game.
easy.
I know Goku, but he doesn't have any mix ups. He has no mix. Like this
All right,
man,
all right,
this
fair
man,
point, fair
this
point.
man attack
Hold
patterns.
up. Ultra Instinct Goku ain't got no mix.
No,
Goku
no.
Black.
Yeah, Goku Black has no mix ups like whatsoever. But I would say Ultra Instinct Goku, he's not gonna be broken. I believe he's gonna be easily countered. But if you can find a way to get through his evasive stuff, right, his evasive movements and shit, or like at least one evasive super move, you should be fine. And plus, let me tell you something. And if you got a problem with him dodging everything, right, just grab him. Like grab beats everything.
He might be
in
a
the
glass
game.
cannon, actually.
Yeah, he might be a glass cannon, but knowing Dragon Ball Fire is like everybody got the same health bar besides Nappa.
But some characters take more damage than other characters.
I know, like Nappa. Nappa's a glass cannon. Nappa legit dies in two good ass combos.
Like Cosmic.
He got one of the
Like-
strongest
Hey.
damage outputs though.
I know that's why. That's why I'm seeing what games is talking about. But like I said, for me, since I play Dragon Ball Fire, is like religiously.
Bitch.
I love you too, buddy. But knowing knowing what they're gonna do with him, I believe like he could shake the game up. Shake the game up like a wheel shaking up change. And plus, and plus, I'm also excited. I'm also excited for what they may bring with Ultra Instinct Goku. They might bring another character because I want Killful in the game. I believe they're gonna bring in some universe like some tournament power characters. That's what I believe in. Because someone data mined the game when Broly came in, a dramatic finish between Goku, Frieza, and Jiren.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing we could possibly get a new stage since we got the dramatic finish and we Ultra Instinct Goku
It's
coming inside
already
the game.
been confirmed it was gonna be the tournament of arc stage. I mean, the tournament of the power stage because somebody data mined it.
Thank you, B-Man. But yeah, like just because he's gonna have this weird gimmick where he can evade most things, right? Doesn't mean that he's a especially broke. Like to be honest, I believe all his things gonna be unsafe. Because when Broly came out, like Big Body Broly, new bro, DBS Super Broly, most thing he does is unsafe because like that's how he made the character. Because the character's he's a grappler. He has a unique gimmick. He grapples, so he's a grappler. So everything he does is unsafe. Goku's a evasive ass, Ultra Instinct is an evasive ass fighter, right? And some of his shit missed. That's gonna be really unsafe for him because he leaves himself open. I think that's how they either gonna do that with his attacks and his health because Ultra Instinct Goku is gonna have a good damage output. There's no doubt about that. Every Goku in this game has a good damage output.
Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And the best Goku that has the best damage output so far is GT Goku.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate him online.
Yes. So every Goku in this game has a good damage output, but base Goku has to be the last. But that's all I gotta say about that. Like just because he gonna have this weird gimmick doesn't mean he's broken. All you gotta do is adapt to the player and like take some time to learn the character, and shit gonna pop off.
So basically, in the right hands, he could potentially be overpowered, but he won't be basically overpowered.
No,
I'm
he
telling you now, I'm
won't.
finna call the team. This people finna have Ultra Instinct, freaking Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. They finna be having overpowered teams.
Alright, now I think I know it's gonna be Ultra Instinct Goku,
GT Goku,
Um,
Kid Buu.
GT Goku, and Vegito. I was
No,
gonna
Kid
say
Buu, Kid Buu.
yeah. That.
Super
gonna-
Broly,
Kid Buu has
Ultra
never been
Instinct.
fully nerfed.
Yeah.
They do a little bit of something to him, and it just changes nothing.
I was gonna say Gotenks, but no, he ain't really. that.
Gotenks is I hate Gotenks in that game. He is annoying.
I like Gotenks. He's my favorite one.
We all know the best team is Vegeta, Vegeta Blue, Scouter Vegeta.
I've yet to try Stouter Gogeta. I mean Vegeta.
Yeah, you don't want these hands, man. I'll body you.
You hear this, man? You. Y'all hear him?
Hey, Cosmic, you fight Ant, you gotta fight me first.
Yeah.
Like boyfriends. boyfriend.
Oh, he's better than me. No, he's
Oh,
better
I
than
know
me.
you're not talking with all the such shit you've been tweeting all weekend.
Hey, I don't tweet anything, so.
I was gonna say some messed up stuff, but no, I remember we on live stream, so no. Sir.
But like
I
I
don't
said,
believe
and
you,
and,
Cusco.
and
Fuck
Zatcho
outta
was
here.
right. They never really nerfed Kid Buu in a sense. They never really nerfed GT Goku in a sense. GT Goku is still arguably top 3 in the game. Like when Dragon Ball first said they nerfed characters, right? They just tweaked them to a certain extent. They make changes.
No, because they straight up shot 18 in the booty.
Okay, but besides 18, after that, everybody just got tweaked a bit. Like, and then besides 18 in Cell. Cause
Android 21 as well.
yeah, like, but so far with their recent patches, they've been tweaking characters.
And then apparently, I've been told that they changed the way Cell worked. They nerfed Cell.
Yeah, they changed the way how you work because Cell was no. You want to talk about broken Cell? Cell was the most broken character in the game because every normal he did was safe. He had the fastest hitting punch in the games. Like as soon as the day one patch, he had a damage glitch, like a corner damage combo that glitched everything. An endless loop that, like, if you get cut, it's like stuck in right. Put your controller down because he's not playing again. Like that was day one. Cell was horrible. But when they toned him down, the Cell players ain't really much to fear no more.
Yeah.
Anything else y'all want to say about Goku?
I'm scared. That's it.
All I gotta say is Goichi. Go ahead and drop that live stream when you train with him. Or something, Fox. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Alright, so let's talk about our very last topic for the stream. This new anime game that will be coming out soon by Bandai Namco. Captain Tsubasa, a new anime game is coming out, and the most interesting thing about this game is that it's a sports anime. And we haven't seen a sports anime video game in a while. Like in this terms of graphics and animation. So this could be the new wave of anime games in the next couple of years. So Cosmic, you want to say something about Captain Tsubasa?
Okay, Captain Tsubasa is basically a talking game with anime mechanics. There's no fouls, so you can slide at anybody you want, whenever you want.
So can you pick your opponents?
You can't physically pick them. What?
I'm not buying the game, so I was saying no. But
Okay,
go ahead.
If two players want to fly for a ball at the same time, they do this clash, and you have to button mash all the buttons on your controller, while the square, triangle, circle, X. Button mash all that, then whoever wins it, they'll go on whatever side of the field they're on, whatever. And I hope that there's creative characters.
I don't want to create a character. We don't need that. No.
No.
Yes, we do.
We
No.
don't need that.
Hey,
No.
Hey.
If I can't make a female, I don't want it.
Okay,
Why-
well, I guess you don't want it.
Why do we need to create a character feature in a sports anime game like Captain Tsubasa? Why do we need that?
Wait, do they have it?
We don't know yet.
I
But
hope they do.
But
Because
why?
that'd be really sick.
why do we need?
That's all.
No, but here's the thing. Why do we need a create a character option for a brand new anime game? Is that really necessary?
It's
I mean,
Uh,
it could be something different. No, I'm talking about the gameplay wise, but the creative character is going to look like a basic anime game. So I think they should keep that out.
I think it would be a really cool mechanic because I want to see my character, do like one of those skill shots and have it a cinematic moment when I hit those freaking
You gonna
balls.
have the character be broken.
No, what? No. I mean, it would be like an RPG because you would have a
It's basically anime FIFA.
attribute. Yes.
Basically.
Bro, like, listen, I am not, bro. If I get the game, bro, like I it gotta stick out to me more. Like, I need to see more gameplay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, there's 15
IGN.
minutes of gameplay.
Yeah,
You
IGN
haven't
uploaded a
already seen
15-minute gameplay on their channel.
I ain't watching shit from IGN. They ain't
Okay,
getting
watch
a
it for
view
me
from
then. Watch it for me.
Y'all hear this?
Wow.
He's plugging. He's plugging his channel.
The Mandalorian.
It did a plug too.
I personally would like to check out this game because this is something brand new from Bandai, and this is something that all of us can agree on. We've been asking for something brand new from Bandai.
I ain't getting this game.
You not be, man?
Hell no.
I mean, but it is something different than what we've gotten in the past few years. Like, obviously, yeah, we got Kakarot. It's great so far. We got fighters, but I'm talking about games like Jump Force, One Punch Man. What's another anime game that came out in the past recent years?
And boy, My Hero, One's Justice.
One's Justice, yeah, it's the simple arena fighters. I'm not well, excluding fighters and Kakarot, but majority of these anime games have been arena fighters, and it's just getting really plain. And we just need more. We need more diversity in the anime gaming genre.
Carfax.
Mm-hmm.
And sports anime games, we need more of that. Especially in this day and age. We have better graphics, better technology to make a very intriguing and very eye-opening sports anime title. So Captain Tsubasa may open the gates to more better, well-developed sports anime games like Prince of Tennis, Kuroko no Basket, Haikyuu, Slam Dunk, Ice Shield 21.
I just thought of something. NBA Street with Kuroko no Basket.
That's basically what it would be like.
Kuroko? What is Kuroko, my nigga? What is Kuroko?
You know what I mean.
No! What is Kuroko? Please tell me.
Is that basketball anime?
Yes.
Kuroko
no Basket.
It don't matter as long as it's in the anime, it's fine.
NBA Street says Kuroko no Basket. However y'all say it.
But yeah, so that's basically it for this week's podcast. Like I said, rest in peace, Kobe. This was a very tragic event that happened to him.
That was unexpected as fuck.
Very unexpected. Prayers out to his family and everything. But that's it for today's podcast, everyone. Thank you for everyone that's tuned in. And this is Caligo 45, your host, B-Man the Killer, Aunt G's,
Ark.
I don't know if we can really say Kobe when we're making shots.
I spilled a tweet.
Yes, we did. It was somebody already tweeted. They said, I'm finna go make 10 shots and say Kobe every time. Be right back.
Okay.
No, I think they just said 8. No, they said 8. They said, I'm finna go make 8 shots and say Kobe. Be right back.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I should see a tweet.
I've seen Cosmic tweet.
Bro, every team that played tonight, did 8-second violations and 24-second violations in honor of his number.
Did?
Like, literally every team that played tonight did that shit.
Kobe!
But yes, and we also got Cosmic in the building. We have Electric Razor, who had to leave early, but shout out to Electric Razor.
I love you.
It's his birthday.
It's his birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Electric. Happy birthday.
What? It's his birthday? Oh, God.
61 in reverse.
Oh, God.
Spirit Shot
What's
Gaming.
up?
Our amazing guests, as always, Zacho Enigma Zero.
Yeah.
The amazing Zacho Enigma Zero.
Man,
we got.
Hey, don't take a fucking math test, you little fucking man-child old. What is the square root of 24,
Titty
Mark. Exactly what Spirit said.
Boy, go finish your homework.
Oh wait, it is Sunday. You do your homework, bro?
Hey, Callie. You my teacher. What is my quiz?
Oh my god. All right, but anyway, also you can follow the Future Prospects Twitter account at Future Prospects, and that's not Future Prospects, F Prospects, and that's Prospects with a Z.
Well, prospects.
You
Fuck
can also
Nick
follow
Cannon.
all of our Twitter accounts. Our Twitter accounts will be in
Back
our
in the
channel
kitchen.
links in the description box below. But anyway, this is your host Caligo45 with the 22nd podcast coming to an end. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Man, I'm so